Good evening and welcome back to Star Trek Online with SolidZERO. I am your host, SolidZERO. And as you guys probably were watching on the stream just now, I was deciding, you know what? I need another weapon system that's not just an infinite that probably maxed out when I was level 60. So I decided to grab a phaser array from my bank. Cool, I had one that I didn't have to worry too much about. I just needed to give it an upgrade. Figured, I might get a rare, might get an ultra rare, might get a very rare. I was not expecting what you guys just saw. I was just doing that all live. I have a very, very epic token that I can now use. So, that's going to be fun. We get to choose a new ship, but it would be a ship that we're not going to use quite yet. Because this is this kind of stuff that you can get for free in the game. So, I'm going to go ahead and hop in. We're going to head to the bridge. Set phasers to epic is not wrong. I was not honestly expecting... Hey, pup! I was not honestly expecting to get an epic prize token on a single draw. So, we'll have to see how that all works out. So, let's go ahead and get in game. Oh, hey. I was going to do something with that. I forgot. Just a moment while I get rid of this. That was I was debating on doing something and I completely forgot about it. That was on me. I apologize. So, yes, we have ourselves an epic prize token. Not sure what I want to spend it on. I might spend it on the new Vulcan T'Pau scout ship. Boosting all excess energy to the signal beacon, Captain. I love it. I might pick up the new Vulcan T'Pau scout ship just to kind of see what it looks like and give you guys a breakdown of it. I might not. I don't know. Besides character bind on pickup, and then it unlocks for my entire account. So we'll see. We'll see what I grab up. There's several things that I could grab. As you can see, the ones that are grayed out, I already own. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. Outside of that, we are joined once again by Mr. Hetch. Mr. Hetch, how are you this fine evening? Good to hear. Good to hear. Tonight we're going ahead and heading down the Terminal Expanse. This is a continuation of the temporal arc that we were just doing last week, the Yesterday's War. Hence why I'm in different uniform tonight. I figure I'd shake things up a bit just for tonight, since we'll probably end up finishing this temporal stuff before the end of the evening. So Hatch, let me go ahead and shoot you an invite.
I'm logging in at the moment, so you have to wait.
Oh, I shall wait.
Okay, go for it.
I was about to say, I just saw you log in. Also, for those who don't know, I went ahead and picked it up because it's also free. We now have access to the new outfit that came with the event, the Coalition Repulsor Armor. It's actually not that bad looking at some of the stats for it. It's probably not amazing, but it's still not that bad. This is a free item. You can get this for free. If you don't finish the event before the event ends, you can pick it up in the Zen store. It's not usually that much, especially if you have some progression towards it. So we're going to go ahead and pick that up because, once again, we have it here. We can get this for free. So, ground equip, Coalition Armor. Cool. And we can either use that ourselves or put it on another character, I think. I might just put that on one of my ground characters, namely Belcar. She needs some good armor. Cool, she got it. Clifton. There, you can have that for now. So we have another phaser array, but it is nowhere near leveled up, so we're going to wait on that, and I am not using that epic prize token. That still surprised the shit out of me. I can't believe I just got that. That's beyond me right now. Let's see if I can't put it in the bank. Yeah, man. I just clicked you. Okay, it's not going to happen. That's fine. We can do that in a few minutes. Other than that, Hetch, you ready to go, or you over here? Oh,
I'm sorry, where do I need to be? The temporal? Sorry, I was doing DOS.
No worries, no worries. You're also in a different instance from me. Oh, you're in Alpha Quadrant. I'm in Beta. You're in a different section of the galaxy.
No problem. I can change. I just need to know what episode we're working on.
Temporal Expanse. Sharing it with you right now.
Okay, I got
I'm
it.
sorry. Terminal Expanse. I apologize.
Okay, that's what? That's the Iconian War, yeah?
No, actually, that's Yesterday's War. Yesterday's War, right here.
I got it. Yeah, I see it now.
Mm-hmm. And the next episode is Survivor, which, interestingly enough, I don't remember ever doing, so that's going to be a first for me right now until we get into it. That might be fun. Oh, there's Hetch.
Fun when you don't remember them, so it's like new.
Exactly, right? Okay. Here we go, beginning Terminal Expanse.
For all you youngins out there, for us old folks, when we get something new, it's exciting.
I know, right?
Even if it's something we've done before and we forgot, it's still exciting.
Right?
In 2387, an incident created a quantum rift between our universe and this one. A Romulan ship accidentally traveled here through a
I
singularity.
actually just did this one on an
They
Alta
found
this
themselves in
afternoon.
2233
Oh, nice.
and later destroyed the USS Kelvin in battle. This caused their timeline to differ from ours. As a result, we now refer to it as the Kelvin timeline. We believe the Spear Builders communicate with their operatives through the rift.
Operatives such as the Klingons?
Yes. In our timeline, they used the Xindi as a proxy force. I suspect they're doing the same thing here with the Klingons.
A formidable choice, though it's hard to see Klingons as anyone's proxy.
I'm reading multiple spheres under construction in this sector, as well as the wreckage of spheres. I suspect the local forces are trying to prevent an expanse from being formed.
Good, we may have some allies then.
In 23, I'm reading multiple spheres under construction in this sector. This sphere isn't active as well as the wreckage of spheres. We need to neutralize I suspect the local forces are trying to prevent an expanse from being formed.
Alright. Heading out. A DX...
Starfleet Command, this is the USS Yorktown. We are under attack and require...
Transmissions interrupted.
I do hope you've come to fight, Patok. If not, you may whimper and wait for my blade at your throat.
Battle stations, defend that Yorktown ship. Let's get in there.
Reading multiple Klingon life signs on Yorktown. Enemy reinforcements inbound.
Very nice. I have that ship. That's a nice ship, too.
Unidentified
Yeah, you're the
vessel.
one who talked me into
This
getting
is
it.
the USS Yorktown. We are under attack by Klingon boarding parties. Can you provide assistance?
Affirmative, Yorktown. We are on our way. Fire on board. Weapons fire on board the Yorktown. Transporters are standing by. Let's get over there quickly. As soon as I slowly choose Volkrov and hit the accept button. Admiral, the rest of the team is working on securing engineering. Yorktown's warp core is approaching critical status. Understood. Daniels and I will secure the bridge, along with Hetch.
Over here. Greetings. I am Science Officer 0718. Thank you for your very timely assistance. Could you see to Admiral Garrett's medical needs? I am currently interfacing with your crew and Yorktown's engineering systems to prevent a critical breach of the warp core.
We'll see to the Admiral. Keep me apprised of the warp core status.
Thanks. Not sure which Starfleet you're in exactly, but I'm guessing you won't mind giving my crew a hand here. The Klingons really did a number on us.
We'll do what we can, Admiral. We've stabilized the warp core. Awesome. Let's go ahead and run around and heal some of these guys. Oh, that's a red shirt. I'm surprised he survived.
Thanks. I hope you're here to deal with these spheres.
Rest easy. We're here to help. We've subdued Klingon borders and engineering.
I thought we were finished. The Klingons weren't interested in taking prisoners.
Your vitals have stabilized. You'll be all right.
We could use some help putting out these fires.
Very good. I'm on this one.
Come over here after you put out the last fire. Over here. All right. We were about to begin sabotage operations on the sphere when the Klingons came to call. As you can see, Yorktown and her crew are in rough shape. But that thing needs to be neutralized. I count on you and your crew to help us finish the job.
Of course.
Glad to hear it. We've got explosives ready to go. But we'll need to find a proper infiltration point on the sphere. Work with my science officer to make that happen.
Understood.
Use the starboard console. Together we can triangulate our scanners.
Little mini game here.
Admiral Garrett, I believe we found a suitable location.
Oh, we got to consult with the
I
android.
have reviewed your proposed infiltration coordinates. They are tactically sound.
Sorry.
I'll
Oh,
stay
it's
on
fine.
Yorktown to assist Admiral Garrett and his crew. We'll monitor your
I got
progress
four-legged
from the bridge and
assistants
provide
at the
tactical
moment.
updates as we can.
I get it. Makes sense. All right, beam us in. We're heading to the sphere ground. Multiple Klingon life signs near your location. Acknowledged. SolidZERO out. Hey guys, you need to play Parcheesi? I'll take that as a no.
Commander, kill those intruders.
Explosive charge going on.
To date, the most effective Starfleet tactic has been to trigger a critical series of detonations within their power suite. Such disruptions have resulted in destruction of a sphere.
No doubt the Klingons will have something to say about that. How quite apt that I'm wearing the same uniform as he is, just gold.
Despite attempts to compensate for transdimensional drift,
Special.
the protocol initiation led to universal instability and, ultimately, entropic acceleration. Galactic habitable spaces, 0. Life signs, minimal. Project terminated.
Download.
Receiving data. I had no idea the sphere builders were involved in so many alternate realities.
Oh. Surprised, they are.
You cannot stop our plans. I left some goodies behind.
Oh, you did? We'll go get them.
I was part of the team
I
that
am getting
devised
that.
the sphere neutralization tactics aboard USS Enterprise. After our initial success, I was deployed to the Yorktown to share my expertise on such matters.
Your experience should be invaluable. 0718.
Experiment 3331. The expanse grew into
I'm going to go ahead and say just download data.
Go for it.
Exterminated entire galaxies.
I'm just here for emotional support.
I appreciate you. You're my emotional support, Hetch.
Led to a complete entropic breakdown and ultimately universal disruption. Galactic habitable spaces, 0. Life signs, indeterminate. Project terminated.
It
Video.
seems your alliance with the Klingons has been profitable, builders.
It has. Like the Zindi, they are eager for conquest.
However, the technology you have provided destroys as well as creates.
The Resistance has been disruptive to our progress. Your promises appear thin, Envoy.
I assure you, all is going according to plan. Nothing they will do will keep us from our goals.
Oh.
And yet, I see a familiar disruption has presented itself
Again.
A minor nuisance. I suggest letting your...
Excuse me, sir. I am not a minor nuisance. I am a major catastrophe.
I'm hoping to be a major catastrophe.
It's time you learned that you cannot prevail, intruder. You will fall to ruin. I have had enough of you.
Is there a chance that we can discuss this like rational beings?
The Tutarians were a peaceful race until your misbegotten alliance committed an act of genocide. We were all but annihilated. Only a scant few of us escaped to safety, lost and forgotten within a dimensional void. The Envoy has given us the means to manipulate events. We have begun to undo the damage you have done to us. Quantum realms such as this are ours to study without risk to our own. And should this realm unravel, there is an infinite number of realms remaining to us.
You speak of suffering genocide, but are willing to commit it yourself?
Yes, just as you were willing to do so to achieve your goals. Do not presume to judge me, murderer! The Expanse Protocol will wipe you from existence, and with your passing, bring justice to my people at long last.
The Expanse formation has begun.
Something is happening. The sphere is emitting a high level of thermobaric radiation. We must complete our objective at once.
Continue. Taking out them extra Klingons.
Working on the sphere network. Prepare the final charge for detonation.
Very good.
Final charge deployed. We can return and initiate the detonation chain on your command.
Let's make it happen before the Expanse is complete.
Experiment 4472.
The latest data is local. It corresponds to
I just downloaded it.
quantum signature.
Alright. We are ready to beam you back to the ship. Energize! Get us the fuck out of here! I don't want to be here when that thermobaric radiation comes like knocking. Don't tell me you're going to close on me. It was going so friggin' well. Yeah, it's probably going to do a thing.
Thinking it has something to do with the extra load you're having with the Twitch and stuff, because I've been running the Discovery content all day on Discovery Tunes, and I haven't had any issue with it not loading.
Yeah, no, I'll be honest. I'm thinking it's got something to do with probably my computer rig. Actually, I was just looking at how much it was going to cost me to replace the current rig that I'm in right now, or that I'm running right now, and yeah, it DC'd me just a sec, and get to something that would deal, do more stuff for me. Such as not having to worry about getting kicked like this,
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm in. I don't know what or if anything was actually said.
Something was said, but nothing occurred. I didn't start fighting until you got back.
Ah, it just...
I will calibrate our system so we can send detonation signals to the charges. We're going to need to boost our signal to activate the explosives.
You apologize when I speed through like that. So, I mean, I did these before, and I'm so used to keeping up with everything else.
No, I totally 100% get and understand. You do not have to worry about me on that. It just means I'm going to have to come back and do it again.
Low-baric gas is creating an unusual level of interference, attempting to boost our comm signal to compensate.
Work fast, we're running out of time.
Calibration complete.
Oh, it's a battleship, because of course it's a battleship. Now we gotta sink the battleship.
Oh, there's two. One for you, one for me.
Yeah, it didn't last long, though. Establishing the final link. There it is.
Established a link. Charges on the sphere. Ready to activate on your command.
Oops.
There it goes. Crunch, 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 crunch. I love it. I have the Yorktowns on comms, Admiral. They're ready for you and 0718 to beam over for debriefing. Acknowledged. We're on the way.
Nice work over there.
Hi.
It was rough for a moment, but you both...
What the?
He's so pretty.
I'll see you back on the ship, sir.
Most curious. I believe that wound occurred due to a temporal shift. Something has happened elsewhere.
It's happened before. We're still not sure why.
A question for another time, perhaps.
Giggle!
In the end, you came through for us. On behalf of Starfleet and the Yorktown crew, thanks.
Yeah, I actually really do like the Constitution class. All of the Constitution class ships I've actually really liked. Specifically the one from the theatrical versions. That's still my favorite to this day. But it's just, I happen to like them all. The 2009 reboot, the one that we just saved right there, I really like it. I have it on one of my characters, and it's a lot of fun to fly.
The Envoy's been busy since our last meeting. I think we can add the Sphere Builders to our list of known TLF associates and members after this encounter. The Builders are no strangers to temporal war. Their experience could tip the balance of power against us. Fortunately, their ability to operate in our dimension is extremely limited. For now.
Alright, so the rewards we got was a Kelvin Timeline Batleth. Which I think that's the one I'm going to go for, because the others are like cannons and energy distribution, but I've got better stuff already equipped right now. Just even what I have gives me more in terms of phaser damage than what an energy distribution manifold can give me. So I'm going to go with the Batleth, even though I'm probably almost never going to use it.
Some time ago,
however, I can give it to Belcar.
Disruption involving the USS Enterprise C. We thought the matter was fully resolved, but there was an oversight. We need to find one of the Enterprise C survivors, a temporal duplicate of Starfleet Admiral Tenay. Until we reconcile her displacement, the timeline is in jeopardy. There's one person in particular that can provide the location of the survivors, Sela of Romulus. We believe she's operating in the Cytor system. Meet me there to search for Sela and enlist her aid.
Okay, so with this mission, we get Romulan Operative Personal Shield. does not work with the armor that we picked up last time. We got the Romulan Operative Combat Armor. Also does not work as the last piece of armor that we got. It's a completely different system. Then we got the Polar Uncovered Ops. I'll be honest, I think I'm going to go for the shield for right now. As we complete it. I know the Cobali shield I have is Mark 15 versus this Mark 12. And it doesn't have as much shield capacity, but I think I'm going to go with it. So, I don't know. Yeah.
Stay safe out there.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, Survivor. Transwarping. That was cool. It actually showed us both doing the transwarp shot. All right. Beginning Survivor. Oh, accept it. So I noticed that you put something in crew quarters earlier. Something about a mission?
Oh yeah, it's because I was wondering on some of my alts what progression as far as in what order I should do all the episodes, stuff like that, like chronological order according to canon and whatnot. And what I linked in there was the website I found. I don't know if it's how accurate it is, but yeah, it looked good to me.
Yeah, well, I'll take a look at it later. I haven't been able to yet, but I will definitely take a look at it later. Let's see here. Now entering the Sitor system. No sign of ships on the sensors, Romulan or otherwise. Transporter Room 1 reports that Agent Daniels just beamed in. Welcome aboard, Daniels. What's your take on all this?
If she's here, we'll need to draw her out. Sela's not easily found if she doesn't want to be. In the meantime, there's a structure on one of the larger asteroids, but the mineral content there is making long-range scanning difficult. I recommend we take a closer look.
Good idea. Let's get in close and take some more scans.
Our intel shows a lot of Romulan activity in the system, in Sela's name. Command believes she's planning an assault of some kind and gathering tactical resources.
I'll slow down for you.
Oh, you're fine.
This looks like an abandoned Tal Shiar base. Or what's left of one.
Scanning in progress.
It looks like the interior has been stripped of anything useful over an extended period of time. This could be the work of Sela's forces. They've been... Wait! Picking up enemy contacts. Romulan ships decloaking.
Target practice.
Right. Shields up. Red alert. Let's do this.
They're disengaging.
Buddy, watch where you drive. You almost chipped my pin.
Apologies.
Those ships were older, but battle-ready and in good repair. It's unusual of them to run so quickly. We should stay sharp. There's probably more of them out there waiting under cloak. In the meantime, we damage their propulsion systems in the fight. They're leaking plasma.
All right. Helm, follow that plasma trail.
As long as they keep leaking plasma, we can follow their trail. They're not trying to lose us. I've got a bad feeling about this.
All right. Going full impulse. Here we go. Over the river and through the woods, through the asteroid belt we go. Yep, plasma trail. Yep, there it is.
You are trespassing in sovereign Romulan space, and you are outnumbered. Surrender now.
Nice to see you too.
Oh,
maybe outnumbered, but you're outgunned.
We're not here to fight, Sela. Stand down.
No. You are still trespassing in my space, and I could use a new ship for my armada.
Red alert. Tactical. Fire to disable only.
Fine, we'll talk. Cut to the chase and tell me what it is you want.
Information, specifically the location of a certain Tal Shiar prisoner.
Ah, I'd wondered when you'd get around to looking for the
Oh, I must have
Enterprise C
clicked something else.
survivors.
Where are they?
When the Enterprise C survivors were taken, my father agreed to let the rest of the crew live, so long as Lieutenant Yar served as his concubine. She was executed, but my father held to his word. I am aware of their location, but I will only take you there if you agree to bring me with you.
If you come with us, you agree to be arrested. No tricks.
And what assurances do I have that I won't simply be executed? I will not agree to my death.
We will make arrangements for incarceration, not execution.
If I agree to this, I will be held in house arrest, somewhere reasonably pleasant by my own standards. I will not be cut off from access to the outside world, and I will not be given any sort of death penalty. Further, you will allow my crew and their ships to go without harassment.
And sir, arrangements can be made. Prepare to be a beam aboard. Let's take on an old friend.
The survivors of the Enterprise C were sent to a Tal Shiar prison world. Set a course for the Pictet system. I shall make my way to the bridge of this quaint little ship.
Very well, Helm. Plot a course. Course laid in for the Pictet system, Admiral. And we're ready to warp at your command. By the way, for those who haven't seen any of my more recent Romulan episodes on YouTube, you'll know I gave Evelyn a southern accent. So, made a few of my friends giggle. Captain!
Watch that one.
Captain, we're ready to go! Let's get to the system! Starting to sound like fucking Larry the Cable Guy.
That would actually be cool to be able to give all them different accents and stuff like that. Because I'm sure Trills have a different accents than humans and so on and so forth.
Oh, probably. I mean, heck, most of what we have encountered in Star Trek, I have, at least more modern Star Trek, has all been English. Like, European English-speaking
I'm reading several
peaks.
Tholian ships on sensors.
Uh-oh.
Well,
along with some unusual
in their defense,
temporal
it is
fluctuations.
they are speaking through a
Tholians
universal
dislike
translator,
anything
so we're
involved in
hearing
time travel.
English.
We should be cautious.
Oh, I mean, like,
They think we're responsible.
London,
They may become
England,
hostile.
English.
Oh, that English.
Right. Let's see. Agreed. Anything you'd like to add, Sela?
This is the Pictet system, one of many worlds where the Tal Shiar would send assets important enough to keep, but not threatening enough to kill. Supplies to this world stopped when Hobus was destroyed, but the Enterprise C crew are proven survivors. I admit the Tholians being here is new. Surely they won't be too difficult for you to handle.
Shields up. Helm, take us in.
It's what they call putting on ice. You've been iced, it means incarcerated, extremely dangerous.
That anomaly is devastating our hull. Avoid flying into it if possible.
Going over the Tholian web.
I'm on the wall, I don't know if I'm on the inside or the outside, but it ain't,
Tholians were performing a detailed scan on that anomaly. Something caused it to destabilize quickly. Not a good sign.
Not usually. There's another anomaly up ahead. I can see it. Oh. I got out of it just before. thought you could put me in a frickin' web.
Another temporal anomaly. It was emitting high levels of tachyon radiation and chronotons before it dispersed. I'll need more data, but I think it was an unstable gateway into transdimensional space.
I see. Interrupted.
Scan one. I want to see what they were so interested in.
Plot a course. We'll scan one.
Based on these readings, I believe I've found an origin point for these anomalies. They're coming from the planet below. I suggest sending an away team down to collect data.
Right, let's get down there and wait. More Tholian, shields up. Let's do this.
All clear. We should check out the planet while we can. I am detecting signs of habitation, but there's a lot of temporal disturbances down there. They're making it hard to obtain a clear reading at this distance.
Alright, let's go down there and take a closer look.
Assemble your most able crewmen and... My apologies. This is your ship. You give the orders.
Daniels, Sela, Hetch, you're with me. Let's beam down and see what's happening.
Standing by.
Accepted. Let's do it. Carrying on. Still waiting.
I'm at 4.
Oh, well, at least it's not me. Or not just me.
Kicked up to 41.
Oh, there we go. We're getting somewhere.
We've beamed down into an open courtyard within what's left of the Tal Shiar prison. Doesn't look like it's been inhabited for some time. I'm reading a number of temporal anomalies nearby, but my tricorder's having trouble analyzing the data. We're going to need to get closer.
Alright, let's do
The
it.
shipments of supplies stopped long ago. Anyone alive down here will have a hard time. I suppose that's too bad for Admiral Tenay.
Who said anything about the Admiral?
That is what this is about, isn't it? There are 2 of her and no one else. If you find her, I doubt she will be alive.
Well, we're going to have to search for her regardless. Moving forward.
This world was abandoned by the Tal Shiar decades ago.
God,
I doubt there's anyone left.
I
The
don't.
survivors of the Enterprise C
this
might
is
have
a
left
pain in the-
personal items
pain in the
behind.
butt.
Examining a data pad.
This datapad dates back to the late 23rd century. It lacks power, but it should work once it's recharged.
See if you can power it up. There could be useful data on it. This kind of looks like the place in Next Generation where Worf went down and found a 2 tribes, a Klingon tribe and a Romulan tribe that were just kind of going together when Tal Shiar decided to abandon the prison encampment. It was survivors from Kittimer.
This place hasn't been inhabited for a while.
I remember
The thing
that
is,
one, yeah.
the tricorder's giving a range of time from 3 months to 30 years. We're dealing with some serious temporal flux here.
That could be a problem. Let's keep moving. And, of course, we're going to go and investigate the big old pink blob over there. Or is that purple? Kind of looks pink on my screen.
That's one of the temporal
on mine.
anomalies. I wouldn't recommend entering its area of effect. From what I'm reading here, contact with the anomaly will do considerable damage to anything organic. That being said, I believe we can deal with this. Stand over there, and between the two of us, we should be able to nullify the anomaly.
Understood. Disrupting it? This place looks new.
Someone's been here recently. The tricorder's picking up numerous signs of habitation in the area. By the look of things, someone stripped this area of all useful items and moved on.
We should move on then, too. We'll need to find a way past the gates.
This gate appears to have been locked from the outside. Perhaps they knew about the anomaly but didn't have the means to handle it. Ah, there's a manual override over there near our beam-down site. We can use it to open the gates.
Controls appear to be behind some gates and more temporal anomalies.
When we disrupted this anomaly, it seemed to fracture, forcing more anomalies into our timeline. I think we might be able to use that to our benefit, though. I'll stay here and act as an anchor. Find the best spot and use your tricorder to emit the dispersal pattern again. We should be able to push those bubbles away from the gate controls. If you get stuck, I'll be able to get you out of trouble.
Alright, I'll disperse the anomalies and make a path to the gate controls. Okay, this ought to be fun.
The gate controls are trapped within an anomaly.
Didn't we just go over this?
We'll have to disperse it to use them.
Okay, well, at least it showed me where. It's pointing to one. Kinda want to disperse this one over here.
Looks like some of the closed gateways are...
Whoa!
Find another spot.
That was interesting. I walked into the anomaly and I put on my EV suit.
I think I can see a clear path to the controls.
Opening the gate.
The gate's open. Try to disperse where you are. It should open an escape path for you.
Cool. Oh, there's Daniels and Sela.
Excellent. The gate's open, and we can continue our search for Tanae. Well done. Before we move on, I've managed to bring the datapad online again. It might contain clues on what happened. Looks like it's a personal unit. The primary user is Lieutenant Tasha Yar of Starfleet.
Are you certain?
Give me that. The first entry dates to 2389, nearly 40 years after she was executed. Or at least 40 years after she was supposed to have been executed.
Well, then let's see the entry.
I am Natasha Yar, Security Chief for the Federation Starship Enterprise D. Well, at least that's who I was. For the past 40 years, I've been Tal Shiar Prisoner 24601. But even that changed a week ago. Our regular supply drops from the Star Empire stopped 3 months ago. The guards started caring too much about what might be going on elsewhere in the quadrant and caring too little about their prisoners.
Oh.
We were able to overpower them.
That sounds like Tasha Yar's alive.
We've managed to recover some data pads like this one, but there isn't enough here for us to call for help or escape. I'm leaving this record in case anyone comes looking for us. Sela, if you find this, I still love you. I've missed you.
Log ends.
Lieutenant Yar was supposed to have been executed. My father said it happened. There were witnesses. How can... Clearly, there was some judicious alteration of history.
So it would appear.
The Enterprise C survivors were here, but something drove them away. Something more than the loss of supplies. We should continue looking for the survivors. Your duplicate of Tanae may yet be alive on this rock.
Your father seems to have lied to you.
It would not have been the first time. No doubt he thought she might still have been useful in some way. I can see the pity in your eyes. Keep it. His decision allowed me to become the person I am. I do not regret that.
If you say so. I just think it might be...
There's a path ahead.
Yeah, no, I'll select that one.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No, you're fine. I was thinking of something. I was going to probably try and do
This
something with it,
anomaly
but
looks
meh.
more stable than the others. It's probably less deadly, but let's not find out now.
Large Talarian hook spiders. Man, I hate spiders.
But they loves you.
They might loves me, but I friggin' hates them. Half-buried data pad.
The generators died and no one knows why. Richard thinks it might have been the big predators. Tanae thinks she might be able to salvage some of the parts. I hope she can. She's been glaring over the remains for the last 3 hours. 2 more dead. We can't stay here. The animals know the fence won't harm them anymore. I rigged an early warning system using a trick I learned growing up on Turkana 4, but that won't stop them. Took a vote, and we're moving.
Excuse me.
I'm wondering if my audio is going through.
Why?
Stretch! Thank you there, Super Filthy. Oh, you can hear me. That's fine. I was wondering if my game audio was going through. Because I didn't see the bar move at all for Tashiar talking on her datapad.
We'll build a new settlement in the old secondary supply bunker the Tal Shiar abandoned 20 years ago.
Logins.
The surviving guard has agreed to guide us there. Loyalty to the Tal Shiar fades.
Okay.
Stranded with the inmates.
Logins.
Who's this person over here we got to talk to?
Lieutenant Yar never discussed Turkana 4. When I was older, I discovered why. She was a survivor. It is clear that her arrangement with my father was just that. Obviously, she continued that trait into her existence here. There's more ground to cover.
Indeed. Let's keep following this path.
There's another unstable anomaly.
Yeah, they're trying to make her look aged. She's supposed to be like... almost 40? No, almost 80.
The anomaly has left some of the rock in a molten state.
You took readings in orbit. Surely we should continue looking. Clearly, these anomalies must be connected to your mission. Now, while you take a leisurely stroll through the jungle, I will be moving on. It appears that there are more survivors than initially believed.
On that, we're in agreement. Let's keep searching. Oh. It has turned into a mega
There's
chin.
a lot of interference, but I think I'm picking up a life sign.
It's Tanae.
Tanae!
Go away! Leave this place!
Oh, wow. That sounded emotional. She's not supposed to be emotional. Got her.
No! No! Please, not again! Stay away! Stay away!
Yeah, that was...
Been touched.
She's been
It
touched.
seems your duplicate, Tanae, is still alive, and she isn't pleased to see you. I don't really blame her. I wasn't exactly thrilled to see you again, either.
Of course you weren't. There's a structure up ahead. Let's go check it out.
She's run off. But there's an even larger anomaly close by.
It looks like it was a structure at one point, but I doubt
Another
any
temporal
survivors
anomaly,
would
and this
remain
one
in
is
a
larger than the
ruin like
last.
This.
There are temporal eddies moving through the area and a few stable locations between them. Now, if you establish temporal stabilizers in these 3 locations, we can disperse the anomaly and get a better look at the area. Hopefully, the Enterprise C survivors were able to escape the area before this happened.
Understood. Alright. So what, am I supposed to ride these in?
No, follow them, I guess.
There's a stable pocket ahead of you. Set up the first stabilizer there.
Placing the temporal stabilizer.
That's the first stabilizer. 2 more to go.
Ah, I couldn't move. That was weird. I thought that was supposed to be hurting us.
Yeah.
I think the EV suit's doing a thing.
Yeah. The very first time I did this, I didn't have an EV suit.
Oh, they're also, like, doing stuff with the EV suits, so... Like, you can wear those and armor now.
Incredible!
Yeah.
Dispersing the anomaly restored more than I expected. We should look for clues.
Well, I see beds, I see food, I see stuffs.
In here,
Signs of survivors. Is this another Tasha Yar?
We found
Wow.
an
Yep.
entire grove of
It's-
saplings. Richard swears the same area was full of towering trees last week. He might be mistaken. We're both getting older. I saw a Romulan in the brush. He was wearing a 22nd century style uniform. When I looked again, he was gone. Maybe I'm going senile. Richard insists I'm too young. Maybe it's because the outside world has been on my mind. Sela has been on my mind. I wonder what happened to her.
Continue.
While her father was a Tal Shiar general, he spared my life in the end. Perhaps he wasn't petty and cruel to her. I hope he wasn't. If you should find this, happy 50th birthday, Sela. I have missed you. I only regret we were separated.
Log ends. Alright, more clues. There's another data pad over here.
Shelter ruined, last tricorder gone, half our stores destroyed, 5 dead. The hunters and gatherers returned to find many dead and unconscious. I used my emergency medic training, but I was
I'm
a
getting
security
commercials
officer,
in
not
your
a
stream
doctor.
now.
Oh, yeah, so
Beck,
Twitch has changed up some stuff to where I was supposed to get some kind of warning, I guess, but I guess it didn't happen. Twitch is doing advertisements now. They should only last about 30 seconds. If you see the advertisements, please, guys, just let me know so that way I can stop what I'm doing, let the advertisement roll, and then we can continue. It should only happen once an hour or so.
That's the second one I've seen.
Oh, then maybe it's once every 30 minutes. That would make more sense.
The first one I saw said if I want to avoid those commercials, watch it in theater mode, which I'm in. And
Stretching. And good night, Empire. Sorry. Up. Have a good night, man. Continue, Hetch. What were you saying, dude?
saying the first one I saw, it said if I wanted to avoid those, to watch it in theater mode, which I'm in now, and I got another one.
Okay, well, if you do get more, let me know so that way I just stop until the thing ends. All right, continuing.
None of them can remember what happened. Without the tricorder, we can't scan the area or for internal injuries. I suspect that there is something on the planet causing anomalies of some kind.
Okay, there's another data pad over by me.
Reacted
Understood.
well. She's been talking to herself and keeping apart from everyone. A problem for later. Survival now.
Log ends. All right, let's go get that other pad that's next to Hetch.
Some sort of temporal inversion happened here. Some of the rock returned to an earlier molten state, while some of the building materials aged over 200 years. Anyone standing close to these objects would have been affected as well. Regressed to infancy.
I don't have anything to drink with. I need to go make sure I grab some water so that way I can go ahead and hydrate. Thank you for redeeming some extra points there, Nonfire. The same thing could happen to us if we're not careful. I will stay hydrated. Thank you. I need to make sure that I grab some. This is the threat. Very good. I understand.
Well, I suppose it was nice that Yar thought of me. But that doesn't change the fact that she was going to steal me away like a thief in the night. If she had truly cared, she would have stayed where she was. My father was not cruel or petty, at least not to me. He was hard because he needed to be. I thrived because of it.
I see.
The Enterprise C survivors were surprisingly resilient. Tasha's notes are more sparse, but seem to record a productive, if primitive, community. They mention a secondary site close by. If your Vulcan survived, there may be others, and they may be close.
We should keep looking then.
Over here! There's a path with recent footprints.
Examining the tracks. Oh, and more hook spiders up ahead.
I'm reading another anomaly, further down the path. Tanae might be there.
Not just hook spiders, but Tholian spiders.
The Tanae anomaly and its allies must be purged.
Why is it every time we deal with any kind of anomaly that's temporal, it's always dealing with Tholians?
The team must have beamed down to investigate the anomalies. This looks to be a well-worn path. Some recent footprints here, heading the other way.
All right.
Might have run into Tholians.
It seems your Vulcan passed this way recently. Perhaps the cavern mentioned in Natasha's logs is nearby. We should follow the tracks.
I'm detecting signs of recent habitation in
They're headed towards those rocks. Let's go in.
Many of the refugees. Maybe we'll find more answers.
This was some sort of dwelling up until a few months ago. If I'm reading this right, there was an explosion of tetrion particles here. A fatal one, judging by the organic residue on the walls.
Ugh.
No one's been living here since, according to these tricorder readings.
Understood. Let's keep searching. Maybe they left something behind.
The anomalies are temporal in origin. I watched Richard wither and die before my eyes.
Wow.
An anomaly appeared, and moments later, he aged 100 years. We buried him this morning in the clearing. I never expected he and I would end this way. I miss him. Richard was a wonderful partner for these last decades, a good man. We built a wonderful life despite it all. My only regret is that Sela never got to know how kind and brave Richard was. He'd have been such a wonderful stepfather.
Oh, continue.
Tanae hasn't been seen in days. I'm worried she won't come back. I'm worried she will. I thought her strange behavior might be a degenerative Vulcan sickness, but she was answering questions before they were asked, and she's been close to every anomaly that's happened. Maybe I'm jumping at shadows. The part of me that is still a security officer on the Enterprise doesn't think I am, though.
Log ends. Interesting. Another log.
This is Tanae. I have agreed to report the final words of Natasha Yar.
Oh no.
And to hold this log for the future. If there is one. If it isn't here already, What? No. Focus.
Okay, continue.
Natasha Yar died
daughter to know that she was loved and that Natasha lived a long and happy life. But Natasha missed her, and she hoped her daughter's life was wonderful. Natasha requests that if this log is found, that this record be conveyed to Sela of Romulus and to the Federation.
Continue.
Do not come near me. End log.
Log ends. Let's see where this cave leads. Admiral Tanae may be close by, and we need to find her before these anomalies get worse. Agreed. Let's proceed through this cave and continue our search. Running, running, running!
I think I see movement in the bushes. Tanae?
Stop following me! No, go away! I told you to stay away!
Come with us. We'll be able to fix everything.
I am dangerous. You should not be here. No one can be here. No! Not again!
Not again. What do you mean?
No! Not again!
There's a new anomaly forming.
Oh, wow.
Folians!
Huh. Oh, wow. A whole squad of these little bastards. Contaminated? Yeah, I don't recognize this mission. This is definitely a new mission for me.
The anomalies that have been occurring were caused by decades of temporal interference. Because of what happened with the Enterprise C, you exist in two places at once. We can fix this. You and your counterpart can be reintegrated. Your memories will be integrated as well, but the anomalies will stop.
We can help you, and you don't have to run anymore.
I see the logic in your presence here. I am anomalous. My presence here must be sufficiently reconciled to preserve the order of things. I presume you are here to accomplish this. Thus, I will go with you.
We'll fix this today. You don't have to hide any longer. Admiral, there's something you should see. I scanned the area for Tholians after that last attack. While I didn't find anything, I did pick up something else. Judging by these readings, I believe I found the remains of the Enterprise C crew. Let's confirm it. Science kit module, huh? Okay. Let's go check out the remains. Oh, wow. There's a headstone here. That's Natasha Yar.
All this
I
this
fucking
place has
skipped
led
it.
to some interesting revelations, shall we say? I think it best we leave before more
That's
Tholians show
my
up.
fault, because I opened it and you...
No, I tapped it as soon as I opened it, too. So, it's all good. I'll have to come back for it later. Transporters are standing by, Admiral. We're ready to beam everyone up on your order. Beam us out of here. There's a few of these episodes I'm going to come back and rerun anyways, just for recording purposes, but that's all good.
This
You
is what happens
are
when you don't rehearse.
fine. You're fine. You're fine. We good. You good.
Thank you for noticing.
You're very welcome. All right, so I turned up the volume for the stream, a little bit more of the stream volume to hear the game, I hope. A little bit more, so hopefully you guys get to hear it a little bit better. And we may take a small break early, just so that way I can go grab water, because I owe Numpire a hydrate. So, that might be a thing. After this mission, we'll take a small break, and maybe I'll even grab some snackies. That might be a thing. I'm going to get kicked again, aren't I? I know it. I have that feeling, that I'm getting kicked again.
It's
yeah,
gas.
I got kicked again. Connection to server timed out. Play, normal login, back to the game scene.
So while you're logging in, let me ask you, where do you get that backdrop you have?
Looks like we beamed up just in time. Several Tholian ships are on an
So the
attack.
backdrop that I have, I actually got from, I'll send it to you, and I'll actually put these all in Discord. But the backdrop I got from Star Trek Online, believe it or not. Cryptic put them up 2020 during the pandemic because people were having to stay at home and having to do Zoom calls from home. And they said, well, why not do it in Star Trek fashion? So they put like the Odyssey Bridge, they put the Aquarius Bridge, they put Starfleet Academy, Starfleet Headquarters, TOS, Klingon, Jem'Hadar, Romulan. They put all sorts of bridges and such. So this one I grabbed from the Legacy Collection. If I didn't have my little SolidZERO thing right here, it would say Star Trek Legacy, but that's why I'm covering it. But yeah, that's where I got it from. It was online. Cryptic published them. Like I said, I'll put the ones that I have in Discord so you can grab it up if you like. But yeah, so Daniel said we got more Tholians on an attack vector, so let's go ahead and kick their butts. Red a friggin' alert, guys. Let's do this. Oh no. Haha, I made it out.
Something is happening. It's happening again. Another anomaly is forming.
All right, this ain't over yet. You put yourself on follow, didn't you? I was wondering why you were so damn close to me. Admiral, we're being hailed by the Pastak. It's Admiral Tanay. That's to say that Admiral Tanay from our timeline. Put her on.
I see you found my displaced temporal counterpart. Well done.
Thank you, Admiral.
An operations team is standing by on this vessel to assist with her temporal reintegration. Please beam her aboard, and we will begin the process. It is possible that I may acquire a new set of memories as part of the process. A small price to pay to stabilize the timeline. As it has been said, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Admiral, I also happen to have Sela aboard.
I see. Having read the briefing from Starfleet Command, I find her presence here to be most logical, considering the situation.
She has agreed to go into custody now that the issue has been resolved.
Very well. I will take custody of Sela and deliver her to a secure facility once the reintegration procedure is complete. Beam her aboard with my temporal counterpart.
As you wish, Admiral. We're out.
It seems our journey is at a parting of the ways once more.
So it seems. You did agree to place yourself into custody, however.
I did, and I will. But I have a condition to my surrender.
Bring it up with the Admiral. All decks have reported in, Admiral. We're ready to depart. The system at your command. Let's warp out of here. Oh, what's this? An undisclosed location.
Ew.
Tell me about my mother.
That's got to be data. That has to
Nope.
be data.
Nope.
Are you saying no or yes?
No.
That wasn't data.
I'm saying it's not data. It could be data.
Why do you think it isn't?
The timeline is stabilizing. Anomaly counts are
I'm
dropping,
saying
and our agents are
I'm just
reporting a
gonna hold my
decline
peace on
in
that.
temporal aftershocks.
Just
during
theory.
events. That's a good thing, by the way. The aftershocks of our recent discoveries on Pictet may take some time for Sela to resolve, however. I hope she's able to find a sense of peace and closure from what she's learned today. I'll be heading back to Temporal Command once we've fully integrated the two Tanays. Be seeing you.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm taking the shield. But no,
With the war
hang
over,
on,
it's
Sunrise.
time for us to rebuild, to take stock of our situation, and to return to our roots as explorers. We've recently noticed that a star in an unexplored system near Ferenginar has become
Sunrise,
unstable.
future-proof.
There's nothing
Yep,
to indicate
we're
any
heading into
change to its
future-proof.
stellar life cycle. So this is a perfect opportunity for us to chart the system, investigate the star, and improve our understanding of what's happening. I want you to head up this investigation. Find out why this star is suddenly dying, and make sure it isn't going to be a threat to any nearby worlds or systems.
All right, we got to run a DS9, and I'm gonna be getting the quantum phase converter this time because it increases my phase of damage, aux setting, and energy and shield drain. With a hot restart, power disable. Yeah. All right, picking that up. We'll pick up the specialist on DS9, and we're gonna once again take a break. Oh, hey, I got another what looks to be Sovereign class right next to me, but they got a different shield on. That's cool. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a break. Hetch, I'll be back in a bit. I need to go grab some water and probably use the restroom. So we'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Make room for more.
All right, we'll see you guys in a few minutes. Catch the new Be Right Back screen.
Ill.
I almost did that too soon. Forgot that I needed to turn on my microphone. Anyways, yes, we are officially back. I'm gonna collect on some things real quick. Oh, I had 8 completed missions. Ew, that turned into a disaster. These two are now in the the sick bay. That's no good. We got a few rewards from that. Alright, what's been completed? And what has the highest? 2,000, 5,000, 5,000. Oh, no, that's 7,000. Okay, yeah, we're totally doing that one first. We're going to get 500 to lithium from that. Hells yes. Refine all that shit. Alright. You with us, Hetch?
I'm standing by.
Alright, I'm heading for sunrise. Oh, and Mr. Umpire, for you, sir, full of water. Hydration complete, per thy request. Alrighty, approach DS9, because we gotta go pick up the person. Loading Deep Space Nine. We haven't been here since Cardassian Struggle. That was a while ago. That's going to be the next sequence of videos on YouTube soon.
Thank you for the pickup. I'm Tenora Zuval. Let's get started. My preliminary observations show some kind of unknown stellar planet. This unexplored system of Rangular is undergoing solar death. Basically, it's as if the star is going out somewhere, but there's no good reason why. We need to get close enough to take some readings and see what we can figure out.
I see. Helm, depart from Deep Space Nine. Here we go. You weren't too far from me. Alright, transwarping to the target. Ah. What? What's so damn funny?
My cats are making out, and you know, cats have like the weirdest idea of romance. They're both big, so I'm no worried. But you know, they like growl at each other, hiss, slap each other, and they lick each other and lay down and go to sleep.
They'd be crazy. Alright, Belcar's getting that shield. I'm saying it now. Belcar's getting the shield. And Volcroft, you're going to get the uncommon one. Cool. And you know what? I'll even give you the Mark 13 pistol there. Because I usually take you two with me, and when Hetch isn't here, I take Loma with. Alright, sunrise beginning.
I guess I should turn off my music.
There you go. We've arrived in the system about 0.5 AU from the star, sir. Still no indication of what's causing stellar decay. Detecting only gas giants in the system. No signs of rocky planets other than the occasional moon for those Jovians. We're a little outside optimal range, and we could probably get better resolution on sensors if we nudged a few kilometers closer. Let's move in closer and get some readings out of the star and see if we can't figure this out.
Getting swamped with solar radiation. Try reducing the gain on your sensors.
Narrowing the EM bands.
Initial results don't make any sense. The star's core reactions are failing, but it still has so much mass that it should be conducting fusion. It's as if it suddenly decided that it was no longer going to do hydrogen fusion, just heavier fusion processes.
Let's collect some stellar particles, see if we can find any clues with more detailed analysis.
This kind of matter is ejected during corona events. We should be able to collect some with your ship's ram scopes if we head to one of the ejection zones.
Let's plot a course. Let's set up a plot of locations where we can take samples.
Initial results don't make any sense.
No, we just did that.
This kind of matter is ejected during corona events. We should be able to collect some with your ship's ram scopes if we head to one of the ejection zones.
Do.
Sorry.
Hey, you're fine.
Habit.
Collecting solar particles. Got him.
Results are coming in now. This still isn't making any sense. It's as if the star's life cycle was suddenly accelerated somehow, but it never went through an expansion cycle. There's no good explanation for this yet. Maybe something else in the system caused it.
What if this phenomenon affected other bodies of the system as well?
If this is system-wide, we should find evidence of similar problems with nuclear and chemical reactions in the system's gaseous bodies. There's a large amount of gaseous stellar matter further from the star. We should have no trouble checking that hypothesis.
All right. Set a course for the next closest body and system.
Results are coming in now. If this is system-wide, we should find evidence of similar problems with
We're gonna
nuclear
take a
and
quick
chemical reactions in the system's gaseous bodies. There's a large
picture
amount of gaseous stellar matter further from the star. We should have no trouble checking that hypothesis.
Blue moon.
Right. All right. Picture's taken. Accepting.
This is very strange. Usually nebulae are massive clouds between star systems. Finding a micronebula in system like this is quite rare. This may be the result of an event such as a cosmic stream, shearing through a gas giant and turning it back into particulate matter. I'll need some more readings to know for certain.
Determine the best places to scan for information.
All the particulate matter will make your ship's sensors unreliable beyond a few kilometers, and shields will be offline. The best we'll be able to do is to check small areas until we get close to something unusual. We should head to where the deionized particle density is highest.
Switch to short-range scanners.
This is very all the particulate matter will make your ship's sensors unreliable beyond a few kilometers, and shields will be offline. The best we'll be able to do is to check small areas until we get close to something
Reading deionized particles, icy fragments, trace amounts of inert materials, picking up some low-level distortion, possibly from impulse engines. Another ship may have been here recently. Keep searching. If there's another ship here, we should see if they know anything. I can't do full impulse here. Oh, reason indicate agitated particles in a trace heap, residual trail from impulse engine. Reading energy surge, possibly something headed this way. Tholians, what are they doing this far from the assembly?
Data is coming in now. Nothing unusual coming in from the nebula, but those Tholian ships were quite far from home. Unfortunately, they can't give us answers. Looks like there's some heavy ionization on the far side of the nebula, though, as if it's receiving some kind of reflected radiation from one of the gas giants.
Then set a course for that gas giant. There's a large asteroid ring around this gas giant, sir. We're reading a few metallic asteroids and some low-level radiation, maybe some additional clues, but nothing concrete. There's a lot of small debris moving at high speed here. Nothing we can't clear up with our weapons, but we'll need to make sure not to miss. Helm, stand by for evasive maneuvers and set a course for the largest radioactive asteroid. This asteroid is mostly silicates with a few small deposits of iron and magnesium. Nothing particular. Move on to another asteroid. Getting the next one. This asteroid has some zinc, copper, cobalt, plus some traces of tungsten and mercury. Bit uncommon, but it doesn't give us any clues. Last one. Large amounts of nickel, some titanium, and uranium. Lots of silicon. There's something interesting here, sir. This asteroid's been excavated along one side. Looks like someone used primitive mechanical probe to crack part of the asteroid and remove some of it. Low-grade warp signature. Nothing sophisticated, but someone's been here. But that's probably not with the kind of technology that could explain the stellar problems. Let's get closer to that gas giant and its moons. See if we can find any other clues. Moving now. Scanning optimal location for scanning the gas giant and its moons. Should be on the display now. Scanning both. This is interesting. We're picking up several moons around the gas giant, and some of them are habitable. Admiral, I'm picking up comm traffic. One of those moons is inhabited. Why didn't we pick this up outside of the system? There are thousands of background signals in space, sir. Many from civilizations we haven't encountered yet. Since a preliminary long-range scan of the system showed no M or L-class planets, it seems that nobody thought it would be inhabited. Our computers just classified these signals as ambient background, until we were right on top of the transmitters. The Universal Translator is updating right now. Any signs of starships or bases? A few minor orbital facilities, significant industrial infrastructure, 8 billion inhabitants. Sir, I'm picking up a few low-power warp trails, nothing the size of a starship, but maybe a handful of probes, and there's evidence that we've come across an early warp-capable civilization here. Conduct a few more scans. If this is a warp-capable society, then when we make first contact, we don't want to seem hostile.
Greetings, unknown vessel. This is Administrator Kumar K.
You alright?
Please provide identification.
Yeah.
Alright. This is Admiral Zero of the USS Tether Dick. I represent the United Federation of Planets.
Welcome to Lucari. Visitors here are rare, but we're always gratified by the chance to meet and exchange information with travelers. I regret that you have arrived at a difficult time. You may have noticed that our home star has become unstable. I'm leading a project to try to reignite the star. Unfortunately, we've already suffered severe disruptions, and we have a lot of problems to tackle right now.
We noticed the problems with your star, and we came to investigate why this is happening.
These problems started only recently, just a few days ago. Our astronomers noted a significant shift in the star's output, and now it looks like it's guttering and dying. If we can't solve this problem, it's the end of our species. I'm the project leader for our solar probe team. We're going to try to restart fusion with a quantum chromodynamic accretion burst, but honestly, this is a colossal problem, and it may be beyond us.
My ship is part of a larger fleet, and we have advanced technology. We may be able to assist you.
We have a solar probe ready that contains the booster module that needs to be fired into the star. It's capable of warp 2. There's a problem, though. The probe's remote navigation systems don't work. All of the interference from the solar flaring and guttering is blocking the signal. Could your ship get a trajectory plot so that we could set a pre-programmed course?
We'll look into it. We'll use our astrometric computer to build a plot. Alright. Let's see, display it. First point's bad, we gotta move up. Angle on the second point is off, adjust to the left. Okay. First point, move up. Alright, and we got to move the second point to the left. Display. We got to move it back down. And the second point's off. We got to adjust it to the right. You don't usually mess this up. Down. Try that again. First point is good. Second point is good.
We're getting your telemetry now. I'll have my engineers prepare the probe. Let's see if this works. Nothing to worry about, just the future of my planet.
We'll hold position for you to launch the probe.
The probe's made it out of orbit.
I see it. We have it on sensors.
Engaging secondary boosters to head out of planetary range. It's gone to warp.
We're tracking telemetry from the probe, and its guidance system and sensors are functioning in spite of the interference.
Deploying chromodine, no effect. It didn't work. Repeat. Well, it didn't work. That was our one shot. Thank you for trying to help. I'm not sure what to try next. Maybe we can evacuate a few people. I'm not going to give up. But the situation is grim. If your people can offer any other help, we would welcome it. But I just don't see a way to relocate 8 billion people in the next few hours.
We're not necessarily out of solutions. We might still be able to find a way to reignite the star. An unknown vessel is entering the system. Small, but can't get a reading through its hull. Can't read the interior at all. Hail the new arrival.
My name is Caldano. Looks like I've arrived at the perfect time. I'm here to help with the problem with this star. I'm a scientist, and I have some specialized knowledge that can help.
It's nice to meet you, Cal. Your help will be appreciated.
With apologies for the interruption, this is my home star. My people are the ones at risk here. If you have some way to reverse this process, my people should be involved.
Agreed, but since there's no other options have presented themselves, we should at least hear them out.
All right, I'm willing to do so, but it will take me a little while to get a shuttle out there. As you might imagine, things are a little hectic over here right now.
Don't worry. We don't need a shuttle.
You won't be able to get a lock on my ship interior due to the subspace manifolds. I'll go ahead and bring you aboard.
We're ready for transport. Bring in Belcar. How you doing over there, Hetch? That sounded like you inhaled something.
I was blowing through my straw. I'm doing fine, sir.
Hey, you're not your usual chipper self.
Oh, I'm just quiet.
I noticed. You weren't quiet in that last mission. And now you're all like, I'm not gonna speak. I'm not saying shit. And it's gonna kick us again. Or at least me. I can already tell. I can almost tell these things just before they're gonna happen.
You go through so many, you get a feel for it.
Exactly. There it is.
Well, there's a cutscene right now. It's like I can't
Oh, yeah.
get out of it.
Oh yeah, I know there's a cutscene. I'm probably gonna interact with it here shortly.
I'll just wait.
Welcome aboard. I'm Caldano.
You moved me here without crossing the intervening space. You have quantum teleportation technology.
Yes. We call it a transporter. It has a limited range, but it's useful for going from surface to ship.
Impossible! This ship's interior is massive, even though it's no bigger than a shuttle.
Since you're a Star Trek fan, have you
My
ever
ship
got on
uses
YouTube and
compactified
watched Star
subspace
Trek
folds.
Continues?
It's bigger on the inside.
Outside of the fact that we just had a Doctor Who reference hit, I can't say I've actually heard of Star Trek Continues.
Well, I guess it's a like independent or third party thing, and it basically the way the story goes is what happens in between the episodes of the original Star Trek series. They reproduced the whole method of filming it and the ship and the bridge and everything. They got an entirely different crew, but it's really good. And the gal who plays the pink skinned girl, who does her voice, is actually plays on that show.
The one that we were just listening to?
Yeah.
Administrator Kumarke. Okay.
Yeah.
This is all
It's really good if you like Star Trek. You'll enjoy it.
overwhelming.
I'll have to take a look.
This Caldano person is another stranger from somewhere else. And you're here to help with our dying star?
Yes, we came to investigate the star, and now we're involved.
Oh. Yes, I suppose I can see how a star suddenly dying might attract someone's attention.
Normally my people are explorers, and we would open diplomatic relations to engage in first contact, but this isn't a normal situation.
It's an odd coincidence. We'd probably never have met if it weren't for the trouble with the star. My people have never really had any desire to go exploring out there. We've sent a few probes and met a couple of neighbors, but we're happy at home, and we have what we need, so why risk it? I guess this crisis answers that question. The galaxy is bigger than us, and to survive, we need to look past just our homeworld.
The United Federation of Planets makes exploration and peaceful contact with new species one of its primary missions.
It sounds like you have a lot of experience in meeting other kinds of people. Maybe if we survive this, we can take the chance and learn more about each other. To talk about
We have
what we
no
might have
experience
in
at all.
common
I have
and
an-
what we have to offer.
I have an Endorian, a Jem'Hadar, a couple Vulcans.
Technically, my character's an alien, and I'm running around with a Klingon, so...
We got a little experience.
A little bit. I'm sure that my people will want to open relations. Your experience here will make you a natural choice to participate in those discussions.
What can I do to help? My home is at risk. I want to do something. To be involved in solving this problem.
Well, I usually tell her to stay with Caldano. This is his ship, so he can probably explain it best. So I'm going to go with that once again. And I don't know why they put him in an EV suit, but he's got an actual avatar. I just don't know what happened to it.
Welcome to my ship.
I mean, we're looking at it on
Don't be
there.
alarmed. This vessel is from the 31st century, and it has some technology you may not recognize yet. I can assure you, though, that I'm here to help.
That explains why I wasn't able to scan through your ship hull. How you were able to have technology that can repair a dying star.
Correct. I'm associated with the temporal division of... Well, let's just say that I'm an ally from the future, and I'm here to save the Lucari star.
So this involves changing the time stream. I've had enough of that recently.
No, I'm trying to prevent changes. Someone's tampered with this star. It's not supposed to die out here. The Lucari don't disappear today, at least not if we have any say in it. I have some technology that can help, but we'll need to rework it in order to repair the star's fusion processes. What I need you to do is help me align this matrix to match the star's original spectrum.
All right, I'll try to align the matrix.
I'll regulate the device's main power state from this console.
I'm going to take the blue spectrum if you want to take the red. Let's see, we got a increase. Nope, decrease. There it is. Locking in the wavelength. While scanning, I got some data on Caldano, and this is a little surprising. He seems to be a hybrid of human Vulcan with a small amount of DNA from the people of this world. Apparently, at some future date, these people, the Lucari, have a stronger tie with the rest of the galaxy. So he's not just protecting the planet, he's protecting his own ancestors from annihilation. This means he's probably more reliable. Let's finish repairing the star. Go ahead and hit it when you're ready. No, it was supposed to show purple, not light blue.
Sounds like whoever tried to
Well, I didn't
destabilize
get
the
mine done
Lucari
before
star has decided
you
to come
got your
knocking.
cutscene up.
Let's see who. They're packing a real wallop. Shields just went down. We have incoming.
Weapons ready. Prepare to repel borders.
What are those things?
Tholians.
More overheated
Keep
spider.
them away. I need to finish these computations. I have the device shielded in a force field, but I can't deploy it until these Tholians are out of the way. Shields are back up. They shouldn't be able to get any more boarding parties over. We've got a breather. Now I just have to charge the device and prepare it for use. In just a few minutes, it'll propagate a quantum wave shift that should correct the star's stalled fusion process. You should head back to your ship, and I'll send the administrator back home.
Return to ship. Here we go.
The device is charging. We should be just a few minutes away from repairing the star now.
Standing by.
Give us the talks, mutant.
Now the Tholians want my quantum phase.
You will surrender the talks, mutant, or you will be destroyed. Obviously, happen. For what time did you leave the star?
Well, hello there, SolidZERO, the casual MMOer and RPGer. How are you doing tonight, sir? Or ma'am? Or they? Hey, I can't be discriminated against genders. I like all genders. Let's see here. In sci-fi world where some planets have 5+ genders, that makes sense. First time chatter from Sargoth. Sargoth? I hope I said that right. Welcome to the stream. Hello, yes, I am help, please please help. I'm assuming you're saying that you're new to the game. I will help out as much as I can. Whatever questions you have, let me know. I will attempt to answer them in the best way that I can. How are you a scrub if you've been playing since the beginning of the game? You've been through more iterations of this game than I have.
Firing in 3 seconds.
All good.
Activating the rejuvenator.
It's working. Look at the star. Check the spectrum.
Got another ad.
The fusion
Understood.
process is reigniting, and it's returning to normal.
Oops, crap.
We're waiting on the ad to finish. Alright, good to go. So what questions can I answer for you there, Sargareth? Let's see. Readings are stabilizing. The shockwaves should be barely noticeable by the Lucari.
Some of those ships have just arrived at our home system. They're attacking our homeworld. We don't have any way to repel starships like this. Please help us.
On our way.
Hey, Boogie.
Please, you have to stop them. We don't have any warships or space weapons.
They've had a few changes to the whole aux to bat ratio. You still want to use auxiliary power to batteries and use auxiliary batteries to help you out with that. Also, they've come out with several new duty officers to help assist that and make it more viable. Like just recently, we had what did they call it? It was like an R&D event as well as Junior Officer Appreciation event. There they gave away you had to go speak to a particular person, but there they gave away an exocomp that had very good stats for helping out people who did aux to bat builds. So, just depending upon yes, the exocomp. I can't remember its name. It's like a maintenance exocomp. But it improves the use of auxiliary of any kind of battery. It improves its use depending on the battery you're using by anywhere between like 25%, 20%, such like that. If you use red matter capacitor like I am, it adds an extra 5 points to the power just across the board.
That must have been their plan all along. My data suggests that the Tholians used a trilithium warhead to destabilize the star. But the amount of resources needed to build such a weapon makes it inefficient, to say the least. No, I suspect that somehow they knew that I'd come here to save this star, and that I would bring the Tox Utat. Fortunately, the Lucari star is safe. However, nobody else will be as long as the Tholians have that device. They could use it to snuff out or destabilize stars anywhere they want.
We'll have to get it back from them somehow, which means that means we have to figure out their next target. That's right.
I have some thoughts on that, but I will need to do some calculations. These events and the Tox Utat itself are the Tholians may not.
I have it on another character. I can swap to that character and pull it up, but yeah, the maintenance exocomp is probably one of the better ones. There's several other duty officers to help out, and because of expansions here and there, just really kind of depends on what kind of abilities you're wanting to do. My fleet is working towards Vulcan Logic, but it's a ways off. Should be tearing up with the Mark 15 while I wait. Or is there a bigger return on investment? I'll be honest, if you don't have Mark 15 Epic Gear on everything that you have on your ship, you're not putting out as much as you probably should. Vulnerability locators, good to go. If they have access, if they have the resources to pick up vulnerability locators, let me know, or let Hetch know. In game, you can find us through my Discord, which is down below in Twitch. Let us know if you need help getting to those vulnerability locators. If you have the credits, if you have the dilithium, and if you have the resources, it doesn't come out of ours, but if you have the resources, you can come over to our Fleet Spire and we can go ahead and help you out in getting those. But yeah, in order to coordinate with us, it would be best to just do it in our Discord server. Again, my stream Discord server is just below. In-game Children of the Dust Discord server, the link is in our bio for it. But you have to be part of the fleet in order to get it. My people will come in contact with you soon. We have many matters to discuss.
I wish I could ask you about your science, your trade, your society. Oh, I suppose there will be time for all of that now that our crisis has been averted.
First contact with another species is one of our most important duties. Our initial meeting has shown promise for an exchange of culture and knowledge.
I think our friend the administrator here is going to need a ride home. Would you mind? If you'll pick her up and take her home, I'll start looking for more data about the Tholians' plans.
We'll rendezvous with you shortly. To join our fleet's Discord, yes. Just because I don't have a link that I can just hand out right now. Because the link for it is within our fleet description. However, my stream Discord is just below in the Twitch window. If you join that, it'll be the same thing. You'll be able to talk to us there.
Evening, Captain.
Gentleman asked if they could get some help getting some fleet equipment.
Cool.
So I offered to assist, but I told them they're going to need to join the Discord, so that way I can coordinate with them.
They've got the Latin, we've got the help.
What's that?
They've got the Latin, we've got the help.
They got the Latinum.
We will be glad to open a dialogue with the Lucari people.
I don't charge Latinum for help.
I do.
He does.
We have some reports about this
I don't.
from when Jean
Don't worry about him, though.
encountered it on Ryza in 2366. And obviously, we can't.
I don't understand how it does it either, but it draws on your fleet's resources, but it uses our facility that has the access to those types of items. I just don't understand how that works, but it does. As long as I invite you over, it does. Actually, I'm wondering.
Over, my fleet parents aren't home.
I'm telling you now, do not charge people Latinum to use our facilities.
Go to sleep.
I will, but you better not be charging people. All right.
Encouraging a tithe is far from charging people.
Oh my goodness. You're going to get hurt. Yeah, I'm going to go with the console. That's just going to be better off in the long run. And we'll go ahead and equip that right there.
The Tox Utot has fallen into the hands of the Tholians. Our intelligence indicates increased Tholian activity in the Nakul system. Caldano believes they are trying to interfere with the Nakul in the present because of actions they will take in the future. Caldano has asked you to rendezvous with him in the Nakul system.
Alright, we're going to accept the mission. And I'm not sure which one we're going to take. I might take the phase deflector. But that's not exactly the better one. I'm not sure which one I'll take. No matter what, it's probably going to end up on my ship. Let's see. No, that's not the one. Stormbound. That's right, we're going to Nakul. Khajiit has Latinum if you have vulnerability locators. We do not charge Latinum. I'm going to say it again. We do not charge Latinum for the use of our facilities. I'm telling you, we do not charge Latinum for the use of our facilities.
We charge Latinum to let you leave.
Oh my god. No. 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 No, no. No. No, 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 no. Fuck no.
Is this a funny Star Trek name?
Yeah. That is kind of funny. Alrighty. Let's see, what time where are we at? Oh, we got plenty of time. I'm heading to Stormbound. Transwarping.
Used to be able to just call it warping.
Really? Really? You just fucking went there? On live?
What? It's Prime Month.
Nompire, super filthy casual. We gotta hurt him. And you already know who I'm talking about.
Just make sure you do it on camera so we can all see.
I don't know if he wants his face shown, especially after that remark. Alright, let me collect more duty officers. My fucking god, I can't believe you actually fucking said that.
It's a play on words, not hate speech.
It almost sounded like hate speech.
But everybody laughed.
I'm still wondering why the fuck you even said it in the first place.
Because it's random. I've got trans on the brain.
You hurt my brain. Alrighty. Are you here?
No, I'm here. You're there.
Not you two. Not you two.
I'm sitting on the mission location.
That's what I needed to know. I'm beginning storebound.
I need a picture of your face.
Why? There's plenty of pictures of my face.
Good to see you again. Thank you for responding to my
I'm
message
in a
so
different
quickly.
instance. You're in 1, I'm in 3.
Have the quantum phase
I'm now in the cool system.
I tracked their ship to this system, and I'm detecting some telltale quantum
Stormbound, right?
fluctuations
Yep.
within the star.
Yeah, I'm
They're
right
trying
there.
To use the device
I was in a different instance, but I'm already in the mission.
recover it.
Oh, sorry.
First,
Oh, you're good, I'll
however,
wait.
we need to help the Nakul. At this point in their history, they're not prepared to repel a Tholian attack.
Oh, that'd be
What? You're gonna use my old frickin' high school or middle school frickin' yearbook picture, huh?
maybe.
There are plenty of other pictures that you can use. Nakul are hailing us, sir. Shall I put them on view screen?
Unidentified vessel. You have entered our space without authorization. If you are an ally of the Tholians, leave now. We have done nothing to provoke their attacks, but we will defend ourselves.
Which one, the center or the far right?
Far right.
No, he was actually never that way. We will render any assistance we can. What do you need?
Thank you. My people have few warships. Any assistance
Man, I am doing shit in here!
would be appreciated.
Let's see. So I've heard that the Phoenix prize packs are the best way to upgrade equipment. I know they got nerfed recently, but I don't have a good feel yet for the token percentages. Okay, so yes, real quick, I'm going to take a sidebar on this because I just actually got a really cool one earlier. So yes, the Phoenix prize packs are still the best way of gaining upgrades because they can be used for anything, literally anything. You can make them, but they're literally anything. If you get an ultra rare, you can trade that for 2 very rare, 1 very rare trades for 2 rare, and the rares actually open up the tech upgrades. Yes, they are nerfed. They used to be 52,000, now they're 38,400. They also have a 2% to 0.5%, depending on the mark grade that the grade that you are currently at, going to diminishing. I don't know the exact percentage off the top of my head, but it does diminish returns. But it's still the best way to get upgrades. The percentages are low for getting high ends. However, an epic, if you end up pulling an epic, don't get rid of it. Get one of the ships in here. I don't know which one I'm going to select yet because I just picked this up. But don't just change it out for ultra rare and very rare and rare tokens if you get a very rare if you get an epic. If you get anything other than an epic, there's not a lot of good stuff to get. Jordan LaForge is a cool engineering officer to get. Hololita is not bad on the ground. Other stuff in here, if you're going to go with anything, I'd probably go with the energy torpedo. If you're going to go with anything in the ultra rare. Very rare is when it gets a little bit better. You can get some admiralty ships, some costume unlocks. If you want to play Space Barbie, some duty officers, which are pretty good on missions and whatnot. And that's pretty much about it. After that, I would just dump it all outside of the Redan Treble. Use the Redan Treble. It's actually really good. After that, I would just dump it into the Universal Tech upgrades. That's just me, though. Do not let what I say dictate what you want to do on that.
Said the captain.
Said the person who's streaming. I'm giving my opinion. They can use that to formulate their own opinion if they so choose.
You're a strange leader.
This leader's about to backhand you with his pimp hand.
That's your prerogative, sir.
You do this just to aggravate the fuck out of me. I know you do.
Is it working?
Sometimes. Okay, let's just go in and kill some fucking Tholians.
Real question, what did the Tholians ever do to you?
Actually, they shot first.
Oh, fuck them.
We were trying to fix a star and they shot at us. So I said, fuck you.
We appreciate your assistance.
I don't know if I even want to know the answer to that.
Willing to risk their lives for another. We're still detecting Tholian ships near our star, as well as some unusual quantum fluctuations. It's as if the star's nuclear fusion is decaying at an increased rate.
Yes, they stole a device from us that interferes with the fusion process of the sun.
So this is your fault? Why would you make such a terrible thing? You caused this problem. I expect you to fix it, or we will hold you and your people responsible for the consequences.
Cal Dano created the device in the future, and the Tholians stole it from him. We're just trying to set things right.
I should have never made that device. I was only focused on the idea, on whether it was possible. I didn't stop to think of all the harm it could do in the wrong hands. We have to stop the Tholians before they shut down the star's fusion. If that happens, the effect on the system will be devastating. The Nakul will lose their home, and life will probably never develop here again.
Laying a course for the star, full impulse. I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong fucking way. I'm starting my turnaround. Okay. Let's see. I just now saw this. I have many R&D schools at 15 already, but I don't have the special items for the experimental upgrade thingies. Those you get, the experimental upgrade thingies, if you want the particular item that goes in those, you have to do elite task force operations. That's the only way you can really get them outside of opening R&D packs from the Zen store. I'll be honest, the only reason the experimental ones are okay is because they have a higher chance of increasing the quality. That's really all they're good for. I would not even bother with the experimental upgrades. Just, again, go for the Phoenix pack upgrades. Destroy the Tholian escorts and disable the lead ship with the quantum phase inhibitor. 10,000 gold press platinum, or I will encourage Vera to get you more candy. If you haven't seen that short, go see it. I got smacked in the face last week. Omega event only happens around anniversary, so that's one time a year. You really can't bet on that for getting all of the upgrades you want. Seriously, just the upgrade packs. That's really what you want to go for. Don't get me wrong, the Omega event is great when you can do it. It takes forever just to get enough slivers and traces, and it just takes forever. And then when you finally do, it's almost like it's not enough. Because you can only do a couple a day, if that, and it's just redonkulous. Rarity is relevant. You want to try and get all of your equipment items up to Mark 15 Epic, mainly because that's where most of your damage is going to come from when it eventually gets there. Tholian ship's disabled and sensors confirm that the Tox Utat is aboard. If we can't get a lock on it, though, too much interference, recommend we send an away team in a shuttle to board the ship and retrieve the device. Signal Cal to join us in the shuttle bay. And prepare to launch a shuttle. Bring in Belkar and Volkrov. Comedy Beast. Want to become famous by viewers, followers, and primes on viewers. Shop, viewers, shop. No. Sorry, Comedy Beast. Not gonna happen.
We've docked with a Tholian ship. The good news is that my scans indicate the quantum phase inhibitor is on the bridge.
As like a moderator.
All we need to do is go get it. The bad news is that the Tholians know we're here. They're not going to give up without a fight. Tholians
Understood.
come from an environment that is extremely hazardous to most humanoids. You and your team will need environment suits to survive.
Understood. Thanks for the reminder. Ours just auto turn on. Let me see if I can't make you one from here. Trying to take care of something real quick, guys. Something that I should have done a while ago.
Probably on your channel, not on me.
Creator dashboard, probably.
Change adjuster as well.
Put it under ProForge. That's what I did. I need to add it as underline as well.
No, hold on, I'm about to change my name to adjuster anyway.
Is that ProForge?
I don't know.
ProForge is the one that did it.
Yeah, just straight it there.
Okay. If you can log in as ProForge, you can take care of it. And then I'll take a look at it more later. I honestly just need to add all of your things.
I could probably just make a company account now that I got it.
I didn't even think about that. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Heading through. Let's go take care of this. Shoot him!
Tholians, just as xenophobic and opportunistic in your time as mine.
That's the door. I always have a problem in this mission because I can never remember where the hell I'm supposed to go.
Well, the doors are hard to see. You have to look on your mini map.
Stay alert.
And then you have to remember which door you even came out of in the first place. There was actually one time I played this mission. I got so turned around, I ended up going back to the shuttlecraft and because I got completely messed up.
The bridge should be just ahead.
Heading to the bridge.
The green.
Vi toccate comanda.
Now we just need to drop that force field, get the quantum phase inhibitor, and get off this ship before the rest of the Tholians get here to stop us.
Drop the field, get the quantum phase inhibitor. Got it. Retrieving the device.
Finally, we have the quantum phase inhibitor. I brought this device through time to hide it from the Vorgons, but I never thought the Tholians would steal it. Now we need to hide it where it will be safe from both of them. Are you ready? This will be a longer trip than you're used to taking.
Beam us to the shuttle and launch immediately. What we should have done was reignited the star for the Nakul. because they probably wouldn't have been as pissed at us if we did that.
Right.
But guess what? We're not going to do that. We're just getting the fuck out of here. Let's get to the ship. Run to the ship. That was actually you that ran to the controls. You're flying us out of here on my screen.
Set a course for the Ryza system.
Are you sure? I swear my faceplate is blue.
I have only ran through that mission once on this character, and no other character on my team has that EV suit.
Okay, so it was you that ran up there on my screen.
Yeah, probably.
Because the display on my faceplate is blue. Yours is purple.
And we probably had to do your ship on your screen, didn't we?
It's my ship, yeah. I don't know where we were on the cutscene, but...
That shouldn't have happened. I was too far ahead for that to have happened. Yet it did. I got kicked again. Just getting redonkulous. Beaming down. I gotta go bury the Toxu Thought. On Ryza, in the 22nd century, before it became a pleasure
We
planet.
have to hide the device very well. I can't afford to let it fall into the wrong hands again. And the Vorgons are very persistent. No, that's too obvious. Anyone could find it there. That's
He's
better.
gonna run
But I
around
still
me
think it
digging
would be too
holes till
easy
he
to
finds
find.
one that he's happy.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it'll be the last one, too.
Maybe not the last one, but...
That's it. Someone
Only
will find
3.
it in a few hundred years, but that's a different story for a different captain. Let's get back to your time. We need to check on the Nakul.
Why didn't we restart their star? We had the fucking device.
Standing by, beam out.
I hit the accept button. I don't know what that was about.
Well, I had the little pop-up saying beam out. I was waiting for you to say beam out.
Oh, I apologize.
Course for
I try not to get ahead of you on this. It's a pretty shade of blue.
We need
I like
to get
that
back to the
purple, blue, and
Nakul.
green all mixed together. Nice shades.
Let's see, sir. We've arrived back in the Nakul system in the present, and Caldano launched his ship. Tholians are hailing us.
Return the talks with Tab,
They have to
and
say.
we will let you live.
We no longer have the device. We've hidden it where you will never find it. Moving in to go punch some Tholians in their, what is that, legs? Understood, no worries. Thank you for the bits. That was 100 bits. Thank you so much, good sir.
Is that full first line?
0. And we got another ad hitting. Sorry about that.
I'll be another Rips
You got enough time for a mission or two.
Mayday! My temporal drive has been damaged. This is Captain Walker of the USS Postok. We are responding to a temporal distress call. Do you require assistance?
Not us. I got trapped in the damn thing again.
Made a hole for you.
I noticed. Thank you.
What happened to our son? What did you do?
We were unable to stop the Tholians, but we were able to retrieve the device and hide it where nobody could find it.
I'm sure that will be a great comfort to our citizens as they freeze to death.
We'll do whatever we can to assist you.
You have done quite enough. Leave us alone. Time travelers and malcontents and Tholians. The whole lot of you can fall into a black hole. Now go. We have to figure out how to save our people. And then we'll take steps to protect ourselves. Time is a weapon, and it will never be turned against us again.
Let us know if you change your mind and want our help.
This is Captain Benjamin Walker of the USS Vostok. I'm responding to an emergency temporal transmission from these space-time coordinates, but we are no longer detecting the source of these transmissions. Did you lose a time traveler?
Yes, Caldano's ship was damaged, and he fell through a temporal portal.
I think you better come aboard while we resolve this.
Prepare
for transport.
Beam to the Vostok.
This is Captain Benjamin Walker. I think you better come aboard while we resolve this. Prepare for transport.
Waiting on you, my friend. Apologies.
No, it wasn't you. I got that pop-up again, and I had
same
the
here.
dialogue pop, and I had to get out of it.
Oh, I need to do my, I need to pet my Tribble. Which, by the way, I got a Tribble. I got a Tribble.
First time aboard a time ship?
My daughter was playing with him earlier. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Yeah, that's what I'm... That's it. That's it. It's okay. It's okay. This one's nice and soft. I know. You're gonna do that for a bit.
What you do with your Tribble is your business.
No, my daughter likes to play with the Tribble. All right. Time ship?
Does it actually make noises?
Yeah.
Our mission is to maintain
it has two noises. One is the cooing noise, and the other is the excited noise that it usually plays against Klingons. All right, we gotta help out the captain to find Caldano. Scanning the space-time continuum.
I'll just stand here and act like I'm in charge.
Oh, because you are.
Were you able to locate Caldano?
The ship is in the 22nd century, but these readings are strange.
Enter the temporal coordinates into the transporter.
Beam Caldano directly to the bridge. Would you like to do the honors?
Nah, you do it.
All right, activating the transporter. No life signs present.
What happened with Caldano?
He's dead. And it looks like he's been dead for centuries.
No, this was meant to happen. Caldano went further back into the past than you knew. The NX-01 Enterprise, captained by Jonathan Archer, found his ship in the 22nd century, and his chief engineer activated Caldano's emergency temporal circuit, which returned the ship to its last known time, this one. But by the time that happened, Caldano had been dead for centuries. The Tox Utat is safe. It was found in the mid-24th century by Captain Jean-Luc Picard, who destroyed it before it could be used to harm others.
And they're not cool. Isn't there anything we can do for them?
Altering the past causes ripples. The effects move through time, shifting everything they touch, and it may take eons for all of them to be seen. The Nakul will survive, although their homeworld will be lost. They will become time travelers themselves, and their actions in the temporal Cold War shape the galaxy you now know. There are some things you shouldn't change. that you can't change.
The temporal Cold War.
You could check Captain Archer's old logs for more information, but you will know all about it soon enough. You are entering a dangerous era in history. Time travel like warp drive before it will radically change your society. I'll see you again. We have a lot to do.
Very well, Captain. And thank you. Beaming up.
Energize.
Contacting command.
This is a sad day for the Federation. We failed to save the Nakul system. And our friend from the future, Caldano, is dead. I know you did everything you could. Sometimes, especially when we venture into time travel, things must play out a certain way. So, at least the timeline has been preserved. Captain Picard can now find the Tox Uthot on Risa in the 24th century. Still, let us mourn for Caldano and the Nakul people.
Alrighty, so I'm not sure what to get because none of these are a warp core and I could really use one. What's up? Ah, right. Let me do that really quickly. Binary web guy. I'm even gonna say arts. What? I don't know what that does, but sure. You've not been added to the role. Congratulations. All right. What I need is a warp drive, but none are available. I have a good impulse engine for right now. The resilient shields. These aren't as good. Quantum fluctuations. Some science officer abilities will repair your shields. I don't have very many science officer abilities. I have one that I use in case I need shields. Yeah, let's take them. We'll take the shields for now. What's our next mission?
I think it's Time and Tide.
We have been
There it is.
contacted by the Federation from the 29th century. Their Temporal Integrity Commission is charged with protecting the timeline from factions who might want to change history. Considering our recent experiences, we feel the need to better understand the rules of time travel. However, it's important we don't know too much about the future, so we have decided to designate one representative to learn what we need to know. Given your record, you were the logical choice. You are to rendezvous with the USS Postok. Her captain will give you a more thorough briefing upon arrival.
Alrighty. Heading to the Kanya system in the Delta Quadrant and rendezvousing with the Postok. And there we're going to get chronometric weaponry. However, I'm not really using Polaron right now, but I think I'll end up picking up the Omni, because that'll be kind of cool. Or the Time and Tide Admiral. Oh, those are just one-time uses. Ooh. Choosing this reward for the first time unlocks the Postok Admiralty hero ship. I might just do that instead then.
For the Time and Tide Admiral.
For this particular character, yes, because I have no need for the omnidirectional that it has. Although that would normally be the reward I would grab. In this particular case, I do not require it. So, yeah. I am transwarping to the Delta Quadrant. Are you good? You gonna join? You wanna join?
Are you doing dealing?
Not yet, but I can.
When you do, I will.
Oh.
I'm working on this.
Very good. I understand. Then how about this? After this episode, we'll do a daily. That good? Okay. Alrighty then. We'll do Time and Tide, and then we'll do a daily to call out the end of the night. Time and Tide. You ready, Hetch?
Do that.
Alright, we're gonna bring Volcroft with us. You know what? Having two medics is not such a bad idea. Especially for the groundwork. This mission has a lot of ground combat.
Yeah, I usually do 2 engineers or 2 medics.
Well, in this case, we got 2 medics and 2 techs. So I believe you're a tactical officer, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All my tunes are tactical because it's the only thing I know how to play.
I have a widespread of classes and factions and races. I want to say I have more Federation characters than I do anybody else. But that's kind of also just, of course, I think.
Yeah.
So.
I have 3 Federation, 1 regular, 1 23rd century, and 1 I can't remember what you are.
Oh, Discovery.
Discovery, yeah. I got 2 Romulans, 1 aligned with the Federation, 1 aligned with the KDF. My Jem'Hadar went KDF. So far, I only have 1 Klingon, but I'm thinking about making a Klingon to have him go with the Federation.
You can't have a Klingon go with the Federation unless you have it unlocked, and that is, I believe, $5.
I don't know.
Let me see. Do I already have it unlocked?
It's a
I
pleasure
might
to
already
see
have
you
it
again.
unlocked.
I'm glad you were selected as your time's representative. I can't imagine a better selection. Of course,
I think I've already got it unlocked.
Going to be chosen, but that
I don't know
doesn't
where to look to
change my
see.
appreciation.
Zen store,
recent experiences
and then
with
personnel.
Time travel have begun a new phase of development, and a perilous one at that. Understanding the rules of time travel is of vital importance.
As a temporal agent, I know that all too well. Today you'll be going to the signing of the Temporal Accords. It's an honor you've earned as an agent, and I think it's important that you see for yourself what the work of the Alliance will lead to and how important it is to future civilizations. Thank you. It's an honor.
Are you ready to visit the future?
Take me to the future.
Welcome to New Kittimer.
28th century. Or 26th. 28th. Sorry.
Here we are. Since you're from the past, I'll be your chaperone during the event. Hopefully protecting you from any temporal incidents. Purely procedural, of course. You've already demonstrated your ability to remain silent about things you aren't supposed to know.
That is adorable. Please take a screenshot of this. Alright, so for those that go into my Discord channel, you're going to see a post later on. My Nerdy Web Guy here just actually found a character inside of her space dock that looks like the spitting image of what you can create here in Star Trek Online for Buzz Lightyear, because of the new Lightyear movie coming out on Friday. So, with that said, speaking to the attendant.
Gentle being, to the signing of the Temporal Accords. Your biosigns aren't listed on our register today. I'll need to... Wait. I know you. I wrote a paper about you in classical history class at the Academy. I must say, you look much younger than your holo images. Wait, what year did you come from?
2410.
Oh, that explains why you look so young. Well, you sure have an eventful future ahead of you. Forget I said that. I'm not supposed to say things like that. To be honest, I'm still getting used to the new temporal regulations. They can be a little confusing. Anyway, the TIC crews are scrubbing the hall for anything that might cause a paradox if visitors from the past, like yourself, encounter them. It will be just a few moments.
Very well.
Perhaps you would like to chat with some of our other guests here in the lobby. I believe they have all been cleared for trans-temporal interactions. I'm sure you'll have plenty to talk about.
Indeed. Thank you. Temporal Agent Philip Cray.
Greetings, friend. How may I help you?
That's all for now, because I don't really care. Talk to a protester.
The Nakul are here to protest the signing of these unlawful biased accords.
She's a pretty one.
Oh yeah, she's a very pretty girl, isn't she?
The Tholians ravaged our homeworld thanks to the Federation's ineptitude. In one dark moment, my people were scattered throughout the stars. All we were, our history, our way of life, was nearly lost. And when we needed the Federation the most, we were denied. Terrorists, they called us. Criminals, the dregs of the galaxy. These words, these deeds will never be forgotten or forgiven.
I'm not sure what the tragedy of the past have to do with today's events.
Today, the Federation and their lackeys come to tell the galaxy which timeline is best and what they'll do to keep it that way. But who are they to dictate such terms? To tell us that their history is more important than ours?
So you would change the past, despite the risks. You could undo your own existence.
My existence? My existence has been nothing but hardship and pain. The life of an exile. I'd gladly sacrifice it to restore my homeworld and prevent the mass exodus of my people. Don't tell me you wouldn't do the same, were our places reversed.
I'd risk the temptation. Too much could go wrong.
Attention all guests. The main hall is now open.
That is a
Please
Klingon
make
spine,
your way to your
armor
seats.
spine. This dude over here, this not cool protester, if you look at him on my screen, he's got a Klingon armor, spine armor.
Yeah.
That's interesting. She doesn't have that, but that's okay. Going into the hall. We get to speak to some observers. Another Nakul representative.
The Nakul are not here to sign these accords. We have already been victims of time-traveling aliens. But somehow this incursion into the timeline has been overlooked. Perhaps because of its importance to the founding of the Galactic Union. We proposed an amendment to restore our home world in the timeline, but it was rejected. Therefore we are here, with all eyes of the galaxy upon us, to point out the hypocrisy and unlawfulness of these accords.
I see. Federation ambassador?
Your uniform. 25th century, correct? You're definitely a visitor from the past, and an honored one at that. Welcome to the 28th century. I hope you'll enjoy seeing what your work and sacrifice has wrought.
Thank you for the honor. Next rep, Ferengi Observer.
These accords are going to provide quite the opportunity for historical studies of economic matters. I hear the Grand Nagus is going to formally announce several new temporal rules of acquisition soon. I hope at least one of them covers going back in time to beat someone to a deal.
Hopefully in a way that prevents such activities. Lucari Ambassador.
Greetings. Pardon me for saying so, but you look very familiar. Have we met before? Wait, I remember you from my history studies. You saved our homeworld. There's a statue in your honor in the capital city on Lucari Prime. Oh, wait. That's already happened for you, right? Oh, good. Woo. That'd be just my luck to cause
Jeez,
a
less
paradox
coffee.
here, today. Can you imagine?
That would be a little awkward, yes.
I am
Ryan Observer.
reminded of a quote from ancient Earth. And when Alexander saw the breadth of his domain, he wept, for there were no more worlds to conquer.
Alexander should have looked to the stars. There were plenty there to conquer. That's at least what I selected. He didn't have to. The Cooperative Observer.
The Borg have a checkered past when it comes to time travel, particularly where the Federation is concerned. Thankfully, we've had the chance to make amends. The Cooperative is proud to be a part of today's proceedings.
As am I. It is quite an honor. Kabali
The
Observer.
Kabali are quite thankful to see the Accords go into effect. Many who disagree with our customs could be tempted to return to a point in time where those customs could be disrupted permanently.
Indeed. There's a few more delegates. I'm just going to run through them real quick. Cardassian.
I must say, I am privileged to witness this historic event. Truly, it is a singular honor. I'm humbled, as I'm sure you are as well.
Indeed, we'll be making history together. Or seeing history in the
Simply
making.
are no strangers to temporal affairs. The tragic conflict with Earth in the 22nd century and our manipulation by the Sphere Builders are matters of deep shame for us all. We support the Accords with the hope that they will prevent such tragedies from this day forth.
A worthy goal. There is a Tholian ambassador. We just shot up you guys.
The Tholian Assembly has decided to support the Accords. We are concerned that a rogue individual or species could disrupt our development. The Accords do not go far enough. We want to end all time travel for any reason. We will continue to lobby for change aggressively. Should the Union fail to preserve the timeline, the Assembly will succeed by any means necessary. That is all.
It must be your friendly nature that got you selected as an ambassador. Green Observer? I'm sure your support of the Accords is appreciated.
While the Accords promise to
Fury?
safeguard the time stream for us all, I can't help but ponder the opportunities for temporal abuse that will remain after they are signed. I fear great imbalance could occur, despite the very good intentions of all the signatories involved.
You make a good point. 2 more delegates left. Dominion and Romulan.
I am honored by the Founders and pleased to observe this most historic event. Although the Dominion was not greatly affected by the development of time travel, we have an interest in safeguarding the time stream.
That's good to hear.
Jolan True, you are from the past. From before the time the Romulans joined the Federation, I'll wager. How strange all of this must be for you. The entire galaxy unites in preserving the timeline. This is truly a momentous day for all.
Indeed it is. Alright, now we're going to talk to the Master of Ceremonies and
Well,
probably
one
get
of our very special
shot
guests.
at.
It's so nice to meet you. I am Wixit, your humble Master of Ceremonies for this historic event. Quite an honor, wouldn't you say?
I
So
suspect they're not
exciting.
cool.
The
Oh,
ceremony
I
is
suspected
about
as
to
well.
begin.
And the envoy, which I already know who it is.
I'd love to chat with you after the signing.
I can't remember.
I know exactly who it is. I'm looking forward to the signing.
Delegates and honored guests, your attention please. The signing ceremony is about to begin.
Sitting.
Please take your seats.
Representatives from dozens of species have gathered to witness this historic event. It looks like they are getting ready to begin the formal signing. Of course, this is largely ceremonial. The negotiation. Wait, there is some kind of disturbance.
It's Noi.
This oppression will not stand. The time stream shall be free. We will liberate the galaxy from the tyranny
And his
of
time-traveling
the
beard.
Temporal Accords. We shall wipe the stain of the Federation from history.
Quick, get the delegates to safety. The Krenim are taking the delegates hostage.
And now we gotta fight the Krenim.
The Krenim
Here
have
I
grabbed
come
the
to save
delegates
the
and are holding them
day.
hostage in some nearby offices. This is damn peculiar. We're facing a major temporal flux here. The hostiles have neutralized embassy security. Looks like they weren't expecting us to be here. It's up to us to rescue the delegates.
Acknowledged. Let's go shoot some peeps.
Watch out! More Krenim beaming in!
More Krenim! Neutralize them as quickly as possible. We need to save those delegates.
Can anybody hear us? The Krenim are holding us hostage in the embassy offices. Please, anyone, help!
I'm going down the right side.
The Krenim are
Or
holding
left
us
side.
hostage.
Sorry.
Requesting immediate assistance. Hang on, we're on our way.
Cooperate, and you won't be harmed. Resist, and your safety cannot be guaranteed.
I shall live to serve the Founders another day. My thanks to you, of course.
You're welcome. Get out of here.
You saved my world, and now you saved me. I'm beginning to like you.
Feelings mutual, Ambassador. Stay safe. Did you post it in... okay. And for those that want to see it, apparently Minority Web Guy has gone ahead and posted the picture of Buzz Lightyear from Star Trek Online in our clips and highlights channel. So if you want to see it, go check that out. Link for the Discord is just down below. As I get hit with temporal mines, or chronoton mines. Incoming grenade. Frag out.
Real close, yep.
It was a good day to die for the Krenim.
Well said, Ambassador. Kapla. Get out of here.
I thought my life path was at an end. My thanks for proving me wrong.
This wasn't supposed to happen. History says the Accords were signed and there was no mention of an attack.
We should return to our ships and see what we can help with the defensive efforts. Beaming up. There was an item that I'm standing right next to that I couldn't get. Everyone else beamed up but me. I'm left on the station.
Those look like Krenim ships.
They're attacking in force. We've got to stop them before they disrupt the timeline any further. Acknowledged.
This conference will not continue. I won't abide it. All ships fire at will. Leave no survivors. I recognize that ship. Oh no, not this time. This time, you will not prevail.
This time?
Taste the bitter dregs of failure.
Got one more to go for.
Congratulations, Admiral.
And we got another level up. Very nice.
The Nakur
Nakul have used the Krenim attack as a cover to attack the temporal sensor array. All our forces are tied up fighting the Krenim. We can't afford to lose that array. It monitors the time stream for incursions. If it were damaged, people could travel into the past without being detected. Curious. The Krenim and Nakul vessels have started fighting each other in the confusion. Let's make the most of that, shall we?
Understood. Helm, set an intercept course. And now we gotta reach the temporal sensor array. Says we gotta defeat Nakul attackers. I'm not seeing anybody attacking though. Ah, that would be why.
We've got the Krenim on the run over here. Stay focused on the array.
Edwards. That's actually from the Iconian reputation tree. When you get all the weapon, armor, and shield, you can make that.
We've cleared out most of the Krenim ships. Engaging Anoraks now. The more the merrier.
Get on it.
Oh wow, that's a ways out there, isn't it?
Oh.
Aha! There was so much happening at one time, I didn't get to see any of what was said. There it is.
A little about him from my briefing on your timeline. He was a Krenim researcher on the Anoraks timeship project.
Yes, and he helped us. Yes, and he helped us against the Iconians.
I thought as much. Something must have disturbed the timeline. I'm afraid you will need to return to your own time to investigate. I'll accompany you, but I can't interact with anybody from your time. I'll open a portal when you're ready. Are you ready now?
We're engaged. We're ready to engage, Captain. Let's go. Time portal opening.
You are cleared for docking.
I don't know, I think one episode of Voyager, I think they called them interspatial flexures or something.
Interspatial what?
Flexures.
Flexures?
Flexures, yeah.
Alright.
Welcome back to
Could have been
Kiana.
something else. I know.
We hadn't expected to see you again so soon. To what do we owe the
What's his
pleasure?
name? The doctor's son got on a shuttle with another kid, and they were opening some kind of portal, and they called it an interspatial flexure.
Okay.
Random reference.
I like hearing them. More random references if it comes up. Please do. I have some questions about Noi.
Noi? Well, he's been working on some secret project of late. To be honest, he's been more than a little hostile. And that's saying something for Noi. I was about to check in with him. If you would like to accompany me.
Lead on, Supervisor.
Oh, it's you.
Crap.
I thought I'd seen the last of you after you flew off to your great victory over the Iconians. Well, what do you want? I'm very busy.
What is it you're working on?
Come now, you can read, can't you? Access my latest report to command if you want to know what I'm working on. Feel free to waste the time of the charming bureaucrat standing next to you, but I'll thank you to stop wasting mine. Now, if this interrogation is over, I've more important matters to attend to. Good day.
We're not done, Noi, and watch your tone.
Like I said, more than a little hostile. He's been like this for some time now, and no one's sure why.
We have reason to believe that he may be plotting treason. Would it be possible to see what he's working on?
Treason? Noi? I mean, sure, he's been difficult to work with, but... Oh, I hope you're wrong. Noi has top-level access to everything we're working on here. I don't need to tell you how much damage that could do in the wrong hands. Let me call up his files.
Thank you, Supervisor.
He was working on the Anoraks. Wait a minute. It looks like he was accessing the launch protocols and docking clamp.
Spatial bombs. These ought to be fun.
I see you found my farewell.
Oh yeah, you're a
gift,
Marine.
Tralla. I'm so glad.
Oh yeah, you're a Marine.
I'm taking command of the Anoraks now. I can see that bothers you greatly. So will the numerous bombs I've left behind.
All right. We gotta disarm the charges. I don't know why it stands me up. That seems to be a glitch of some sort.
It did me too.
Reviving the supervisor.
Noi stole the Anoraks? I can't believe it. How could he do such a thing? What drove him to betray us like this?
Maybe there's a clue in his personal logs.
There's only one way to find out. Computer,
nutters.
bring up the research
What's
notes
that?
and personal logs
He's
of
nutters.
researcher
Oh,
Noi.
he's a little more than
Authorization
nutters.
Tralla 23, Victor 6 Sigma.
Thank you, Supervisor. Oh, there's the console way over here.
Please input your selection below.
Access log first.
Personal log supplemental. We had some visitors from the Alliance today. Noi was rather rude to them, but I managed to smooth things over. This time. Still, he has good reason to be stressed. The war isn't going well, and there's a lot of pressure on him right now. He could be a bit more agreeable, however. Perhaps a peace offering. Those Terran snack cakes he's so fond of with the... what is the word? Nougat. I tried to tell him about the baby again last night, but he was so stressed out. I just couldn't add to his burden. Hopefully things will calm down a bit soon and I can tell him. On a positive note, my work is progressing quite well. I believe these logs should now be shielded from any kind of temporal incursion.
Return to root. Access log 2.
Personal log supplemental. My review of the time capsule files is complete. What I have learned has shocked me to the very core of my being. I had a wife, and she was pregnant. My wife and unborn child were murdered by the Federation and their allies. They devastated my people, murdered my family, and erased an entire species from time and space. I cannot let this stand. This I vow. I shall not rest until I have restored my family or avenged their deaths. Time itself shall be the instrument of my vengeance.
Last one.
Personal log supplemental. At last, I have found them, the Tutarians, or rather, what they have become. Some of them managed to escape the treachery of the Federation, finding sanctuary in a trans-dimensional void. They are powerful, so powerful that some primitive species worship them like gods, and yet they are trapped in their realm, no longer able to exist within prime space. But I can help them. I can release them from durance vile. With these builders at my side, I shall have my vengeance for Clouda.
Downloading the logs, log off.
What the? We're under attack!
Yeah, Anorax is shooting at us.
Duh. We killed everything
Noe has
else.
returned, and he's made a number of potent modifications to his ship. We could use some help up here with him and his allies.
Beam us up. Let's go shoot some people. I hope it doesn't kick me again. Please.
Mine is going slow.
Please don't kick me again. At least it wasn't as bad as the other night. The other night it was like 4 different times.
Yeah.
It's loading ever so slowly. I'm already prepping my... There it is. There we go. Here we go.
I've been waiting for this for
It might
a long time. At last, I take the first fateful steps upon my path of vengeance.
But I just saw you. Where did you get your allies? What have you done to the Anorax?
As always, your thinking is so limited. For you, it has been moments. But for me, it has been years. Years of planning, building, all to return to this moment in time. To end you.
This doesn't have to happen, Noe.
Oh, but it does, believe me. You took them. My wife, my unborn child. Time was your weapon then, and it is mine now. With it, I will eradicate your wretched alliance, just as you wiped the Tutarians from history. But first things first. It's time for you to die.
You're better than this, Noe. Stand down.
This is Walker. We've got our hands full with Noe over here, but we'll keep him busy while you defend the station. We could use a hand once it's secure, though. Anorax packs quite a punch.
Acknowledge, Pastok.
Definitely isn't the same Anorax we left a few minutes ago.
Calling in my Delta Alliance. Wherever you go, Noi, we're gonna follow you. Admiral, we've been pulled into the time stream with the Anorax. We can't let her escape. Target her engineering section and disable the main drive. He disrupted our warp field and made his escape in the chaos.
Damn. A rogue agent out there with a ship like the Anorax is a real big problem. One step at a time. Let's get you back to the 25th century once you're ready for the trip.
Alright. Heading out. Contacting command.
Noi turned against us, huh? This is troublesome. With his theft of the Anorax, he poses a great threat to the galaxy. Sadly, I don't think we've seen the last of him. The surprise actions of the Nakul are also a concern. What could they be up to, I wonder? Regardless, I think you'll agree. The battlefield just got a lot bigger.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting the Time and Tide Admiralty bundle this time. And I got the USS Pastok. Ha-ha! That'll be a nice little ship to do stuff with.
The data from the future you've provided has made it clear. We need to form a stronger alliance with the major galactic factions. To that end, we're sending delegates to the first Alliance
Phantom
Summit.
Intel Escort
This
T6 and 2 Admiralty Pass tokens.
I got something similar to that too. I got a one-time use. I don't remember which one it was.
Meet our delegation at the embassy on New Romulus.
Alright, and we're going to get the Elegant Jacket. And for this mission, we get a choice for the Nakul Temporal Operative Armor, the Nakul Temporal Operative Personal Shield, which is one of the best shields you can get in the game to date. You get that automatically. It just comes with it once you do the mission. Just saying. And the Nakul Temporal Operative Assault Weapon, which honestly you kind of need both the shield and the weapon, but thankfully you can carry two weapons, so I'm going to accept that. But we're not going to do that right now. We are going to invite Mr. Jester to the team, and we're going to close the night out with a daily run, an evening daily run. You up for that, Hetch?
I'm down.
Alrighty. So, guys, which one do we want to do?
Let's vote space.
We got to vote for space. What say you?
Well, you decide, because if you leave it up to me, I'm always going to go space, because I suck at ground.
Very well, space it is. Alright, once again, guys, I finished the thing already. However, I need the dilithium and the points. So, Peril over Pavo, space! Gotta do a thing right quick while it loads. There we go. I'm in.
Bad news. I'm reading a lot of spatial distortion out there, and hostile ships are coming through. We're finishing some defense satellites to assist you, but we need some time. Do what you can until they're ready for activation.
All right, here with us today, there's two gentlemen that we do not know. However, they're piloting the USS Salvador and the ISS Antonio. Looks to be this person here, one of 12, got the big pack, the 12th anniversary Terran pack.
Targeting the shield generators. If we lose those, Pavo will be vulnerable to invasion from orbit. The good news? Our defense satellites are ready. Scan them to bring them online.
Acknowledged. Start bringing on some of these defense satellites. Making my long arc journey over to Gamma. Oh, Chester beat me. Oh, and Salvador beat me. Alright. Let's see. Hetch is over at Alpha.
I just tried to jump.
Jester's at Gamma. I will, I guess, stay over at Beta. In case something happens, but depending on which side comes in first, I will go and defend that one. I don't know which one it's going to be yet, though.
Multiple enemy signals on sensors. Get ready.
Over there.
Initiating waffle stomp sequence.
Really? What is the waffle stomp sequence, dare I ask? They get nuts after a while. You get enough buffs going, you just you don't know what the heck's giving you enhancements. This is gonna be fun. I'm already almost half dead. That looked like a Romulan explosion, but we don't have any Romulan ships here. Well, except for maybe yours.
Satellite upgrades are now available. Scan a satellite. New abilities will come online. Your service branch will determine which upgrades will activate when you scan a satellite. Choose wisely.
Doing tactical upgrades.
Science ones.
I don't know what the science upgrades do. If I was on my main character, I would probably say I'll take center. You guys take the flanks, but unfortunately, I'm not in my main ship, so I don't know what's going to happen on this run. Good luck, fuckers. Yeah, it's been happening a lot lately. It's something with the new way Twitch is doing stuff. Everybody's getting ad breaks now to help get more money into your pocket. I don't make shit on ads. I'm not looking too good. That's gonna hurt. No, I was caught in the gravity well. That was gonna hurt a bit. Appreciate. Getting a little bit on the nuttier side. Oof. All right. I'm gonna grab Discovery. I haven't done anything with this guy in a while.
If they come back, we'll be ready for them. Keeping Pavo safe is important. You've done a lot today to make that happen. Thanks.
All right, mark tier 4 with that. And we got an EPS flow regulator. Very nice. Alright, looks like I can actually get some good support gear now, which isn't a bad thing. And I've got a little over 100 marks to start putting more towards the Discovery rep. But hey, that's about it for us tonight, guys. Thank you everyone for joining. It was wonderful seeing everybody again. Loved it. Loved it. Hetch, as always, wonderful flying with you again. And will you be joining us once again next week?
Won't know till next week.
All right, then. Well, everybody try and stay tuned. Next week, with any luck, Vera will be joining us. Here's hoping. Yeah. And next week, I'll be back in normal uniform. Just this week, because of the temporal stuff, I wanted to throw a little, shake it up a little bit. So, anyways, thank you everyone for watching. Join us next week, once again, 8:30 p.m. MST. Same day, same time. We'll see you then. Take care.
Thank you.